Amira Miller catches it on the block, spins middle of the lane, uses the left hand up and in. Nice athletic move by Miller. Eagles the early 6-4 lead. Top of the key to Wickner. Wickner rushes the three on its way. Got it at the buzzer. And the Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the night with a dominant second quarter. They trailed 8-6 at the end of one. They lead 29-10 here at the half. Inbounds, they try to work it to Amira Miller to the offensive end, but deflected back by Driscoll. Driscoll drives in left side. Left-handed layup. It's up and in. Little floater outside the lane. 39-14. Bulldogs up by 25 right now. MFL MarMac a slow start, but a dominant second quarter. They took control, outscoring the Eagles 23-2 in the second quarter, and they win going away. MFL MarMac 60, Clayton Ridge 24. That's the final score. Left side Hackett, another three on its way. Got it from near the left corner. Bulldogs shooting much better tonight, and they now lead by 15. Left side Hansen. Post area Meany back in from off the left block. Circle around. Got it to stay down. Meany, good touch for the big man. Back to a 20-point lead for MFL MarMac. They can hold for the last shot, but Keel steps into a three. Right side. Got it. Keel flat out feeling it. It's 60-26. Man, this turned in a hurry. Trappe takes a shot from the top of the key. 18 feet away. Got it in the closing seconds. Austin Trappe hits the jump shot and the game comes to an end. MFL MarMac raced out to a 15-point lead and kept Clayton Ridge at a distance and pulled away in the second half. They win by a final score of 70-34. The best high school basketball is on KCTN FM 100. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball again tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, South Winn is at MFL MarMac. First off, we have the girls game. The South Winn girls are trying to work their way up the conference standings. They were handled by the Bulldogs earlier, but they feel they are much improved since. For MFL MarMac, a tough 1-point non-conference loss to a solid Crestwood team on Saturday. They are still the team to beat in the league. They look to keep their hold on first place tonight. It's game 1 of 2, South Winn and MFL MarMac. The Chalk Talk for the girls game, next.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
We are happy to announce we are once again performing cataract surgery right here at home. This is Jessica Jones, surgery supervisor. We welcome Dr. Cancel from Gunderson, who performs this surgery monthly at our local surgery suite and holds consultations at Gunderson Eye Clinic, Waukon. Dr. Cancel is a wonderful addition to our surgery team, and we're so happy he's here. Call us today for more information.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto Home Business Crop Farm and Life, Smithy's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, and by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by South Winn girls basketball coach Michael Gehling. Coach, your team now 5-8, 4-6 in the conference. Dropped a non-conference game to Crestwood last night, 51-38. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, last night our girls played really tough, and we were down 3 going into the fourth quarter, kind of just ran out of gas. We were a little short-handed last night, so we only had 8 girls, but I was very proud of them, and I think if we can play at that effort tonight versus MFL, we might be able to compete with them.
All right, now let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight then.
It'll be Carissa Wenhold, the senior, Allison Hageman, senior, Ella Tice, a junior, Charlotte Moonen, a junior, and Chloe Wilchin, a sophomore.
And some kids that come off the bench for you then.
We got Adele Conway, she's a junior, a guard, and Vanessa Borman, a guard, and she's a freshman, and Alexis Johannemeyer, a center. She's also a freshman.
All right, now turning our attention to MFL MarMac. I know you dropped a decision to them earlier. What do you know about the Bulldogs?
They play very good defense. Their offense, they do a lot of screening. They give us a lot of troubles because they're a well-coached team. We'll have to shoot the ball better than we did last time. I think, though, the way our girls are competing and the way they compete, it should be a pretty good game.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team then.
Turnovers. Last time we played them, I think we had 27 turnovers. The last 7 games, we've been under 20 turnovers, so if we can keep that to like 15 turnovers. And then rebounding. I know MFL is always known for rebounding. We're going to have to match that tonight.
All right. I know you guys are a young team there. Do you like the progress your team has made to this point of the season?
Yes, I've been very happy with the progress. I got a very great assistant coach, Carla Niemeyer. She's joined the staff this year. She used to coach at Turkey Valley. She's been awesome. And I feel like it's starting to turn the corner. All
right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, thanks.
Yes, South Winn girls basketball coach Michael Gehling on his Warrior team. The Chalk Talk continues after this. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative has youth opportunities available. High school sophomores and juniors whose parents are ACEC members could win an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. Applications are due January 31st. Graduating high school seniors entering a course of study in the electric field are encouraged to apply for a cooperative scholarship. Go to acrec.com for more information on both opportunities. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Conoco Floor Covering in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen. Coach, your team 10-6, 10-1 in the conference. Dropped a tough non-conference game to Crestwood on Saturday, 49-48. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was a well-played basketball by both teams. It was kind of a back and forth, and it was a good test for us, a non-conference. They'll actually be in our conference next year, so got to kind of see what they have coming down the pike. But no, it was a good basketball game. We fought hard, and I thought it's one of the better games we played this year, both on the offense and defensive end. But just had an opportunity to tie the game kind of at the end there, but this came up a little short, but a good game for us. So.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
It's kind of in question. We got Autumn Shaw, kind of a question mark. Probably we'd be going with Sam Ruff, Emmy, Wickner, Emma Driscoll, Ava Kishman, and...
Does that move Cora Keener into the starting lineup?
Yep, maybe Cora Keener, potentially, yes. Correct.
All right, some of the kids that contribute off the bench for you.
Yeah, I mean, Cora has been, Evie Fritz, so that just kind of depending on matchups, how we come off the bench and, who gets a little more playing time there.
All right, now, South Winn, I know you handled them earlier this year. What do you know about the Warriors?
Actually, their two leading scorers are coming off the bench this year, and just noticed that looking up their stats. So that was kind of a change. You don't see that very often, but they're feisty. They gave us first time we played them. They pressured us full court to kind of gave us some trouble getting into our offense. And I thought the second half we adapted a little better to it, but. They come to play. They play hard, and they'll be a good test for us tonight.
Keys in the ball game for MFL MarMac. What do you have to do?
I think we need to pressure the basketball. We always try and do that. Rebound and just continue to be efficient on offense. I think our offense is coming. Getting 3/4 way through the season here. I think we're being a little more patient. Doing things, as a coaching staff, what we've been stressing in practice. So hopefully that comes through tonight.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, sounds good, Dan.
Yes.
Thanks.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen and his Bulldog team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Coach Aaron Hammond. Welcome to Monona, Iowa Conference basketball tonight on KCTN. Frigid outside. No school for many of the schools in our area today. As a matter of fact, all in our area. But we're going to play these games tonight, and we start with our matchup with MFL MarMac, the conference leader, against a South Winn team that is young but improving.
Yeah, you look at these two teams, and both of them have a lot of young players out on the court. I think the MFL MarMac Bulldogs have kind of figured some things out, pieced some things together, are playing really good basketball right now. I think South Winn is still trying to figure some of those things out. They do have a tall post. She's young. I'm curious to see how they match up with her tonight, but I think we'll have a nice matchup.
Yeah, MFL MarMac is 10-6. They lost a non-conference game to Crestwood on Saturday. That'll be a conference game next year. 49-48 the final score there. Meanwhile, South Winn played actually Crestwood last night, and they dropped a 51-38 decision after MFL MarMac lost to Crestwood 49-48. South Winn is 5-8. They are 4-6 in the conference. They're trying to get back up towards the middle of the pack in the Upper Iowa Conference. But MFL MarMac in sole possession of first place. They control the conference race here down the stretch. Only 4 games for them after tonight that are left on their schedule.
Yeah, they played a lot of games. They're at 17 after tonight. They only played 21 before postseason, so they're really in control of things. And if they take care of business tonight, they play a non-conference at Waukon, but then they play Central next week here. We're here for that game. They play Postville, both of those winnable ball games.
Yep, so they will have a couple of conference games there where they continue to try to control things, but they want to take care of South Winn tonight. Meanwhile, for South Winn, they are led offensively, and it's been a collaborative effort. A couple of girls that come off the bench for them. Carissa Wenhold averages over 6 points a ball game, and Vanessa Bullerman is a freshman, and she averages 7 points a ball game. It's a team that only scores about 35.8 points a ball game, only scored 14 against MFL MarMac in the first matchup.
Yeah, they just don't score a lot of points, but they're figuring some things out. Their shooting percentage isn't the greatest, but you expect that out of a young team. I think the big things for them is to control some of those turnovers tonight against the aggressive guards from MFL MarMac.
And you heard Coach Gailing talking about we've been better handling the basketball, where our turnovers have really been in the teens, and they can take that. They're averaging 21 turnovers a ball game, so that number has continued to improve, and a team that will only continue to get better. They, as a team, shoot 25.8% from the field, 17.7% from the three-point line, and 48.6% from the free throw line. So like many teams in the conference, not a great shooting team.
Yeah, not a great shooting team, but I think Coach Gailing wants to figure out how to work within that offense, teach these girls as have so many young girls that play, how to continue to improve, and he talked about that. But they're looking long-term here, not just the short-term.
Yeah, with Vanessa Bullerman, as we mentioned, a 5'4 freshman, but also Alexis Johanningmeyer is a 6-foot freshman, and she averages around 6 points a ball game, so they really feel the future is bright. Same thing can be said for MFL MarMac, just like South Winn, only a couple of seniors, and that is Autumn Shaw along with Ava Kishman, but they're led by their sophomore point guard in Emmy Wickner.
Yeah, Emmy Wickner leading the way. She's averaging almost 12 points, about 3.5 assists, 3.5 steals, so doing it on both ends of the court there, but really sets the table for them, and then she has moments where she just goes on a streak and get a steal on a run out, or a couple of good defensive stands back to back. She's really been their leader for them, but those two seniors in the middle I think kind of get lost sometimes in the conversation, because to have two good senior posts is pretty rare in this league, and they really just kind of take care of themselves in there.
Yeah, and again, they have similar numbers, with Kishman averaging about 6 points, 6 rebounds, Shaw 5 points, 5 rebounds, so they do a good job combining to average in double digits points and rebound-wise. But the story for MFL MarMac, what has been here recently, is they're getting some other girls in the scoring column. Emma Driscoll, her average up to 7 points a ball game. Casey Pika averaging 7 points a ball game. As a team, they're averaging 46 points a ball game, a number that continues to increase.
Yeah, and both of those girls shoot a great percentage from the free throw line. Driscoll shoots 66%, Pika shoots 70%. As a team, they're only shooting about 55% from the line, so those two kind of leading the way in that area. So really getting some of those pieces figured out and meshing together right now.
As far as offensively, MFL MarMac again shoots about 35% from the field, 26% from the three-point line. Again, it is more of a team that is inside the three-point line oriented. But as far as assists, they average about 10 assists a ball game, and turnovers down at about 15. So they've been, for the most part, pretty good hanging on to the basketball. Again, if you can live with those turnovers there at around 15 or less, you figure to have a better opportunity to win.
Well, and for an aggressive guard play that the Bulldogs put out there, you're going to have some of those turnovers. Get that helter-skelter up and down, maybe a missed pass here or there. You're going to have some of those turnovers. I think Coach Bugenhagen, Coach Schubert are okay with where those are at, like you said, 15 or below.
So again, you've got a South Winn team trying to work their way back towards 500, and an MFL MarMac team looking to stay in charge of the Upper Iowa Conference race. A number of games scheduled tonight, even though, as we mentioned, nobody had school today, and that I think will affect our crowd for this ball game tonight. It's still cold outside. I think we've got 2 degrees right now. Wind chill's below 0, but it's not like it was this morning with the wind chill at about 37 below this morning, and the temperatures reaching 15 below early this morning. So because of that cold weather advice, or that warning that was in effect until noon today, everybody decided let's cancel classes, but they are playing these games tonight, and a number of games going on across the area. No local matchup as far as two teams that we follow playing each other, which is a rarity. Turkey Valley is at Central tonight, Keyhigh at Postville, North Fayette Valley at West Central, Maquoketa Valley is at Starmont. The Edco girls have the night off. The Edco boys play Central City tonight. So we'll be following those ball games tonight. And as far as keep an eye on the Keyhigh girls, they're trying to stay within throwing distance there of MFL MarMac. And you've got teams like North Fayette Valley and Central who are trying to stay ahead of South Winn in the Upper Iowa Conference race.
Yeah, it's just kind of strange how that race in the last couple of years has turned into the top and the bottom. There isn't a middle this year. There's a lot of middle, and some of these teams are really trying to get into that, fourth, third place in that conference and try to keep pace with the trendsetter, which right now are the Bulldogs.
Along with MFL MarMac and South Winn being young, you also have as well a team like Central very young as well. So there's going to be some good matchups as these kids continue to get better. When you're relying on freshmen and sophomores here, it's, again, taking away JV games for the most part for a lot of girls' teams, but that's because these kids are playing varsity.
Yeah, and you nailed that right on the head. As these girls continue to grow, it's curious. We're going to be curious to see how they develop, how they mesh together. They replace a few of those senior pieces, but for a lot of these teams, they don't have a lot of seniors to have to replace.
All right, keys in the ball game. Let's start first off for South Winn. It starts with turnovers.
Yeah, take care of the ball. I think they need to shoot well. They got to rebound really, really well against this Bulldog team. They're averaging, 29, 30 rebounds a game. They're going to have to crash the boards and keep them off the boards.
For MFL MarMac, it all starts with them, what they do defensively, because they're going to be able to put athletes on the court.
Yeah, defensively they got to set the tone, and I think they're going to come out and do that. They need to continue to rebound, and I think keep developing those scores. We talked about Driscoll and Pika coming along. They want to keep that going because we're getting close to postseason time, and you want to have as many shooters on the floor as you can.
Yeah, you can get 3 girls into double fingers like they saw against Clayton Ridge the other night. This will be a team that will continue to be tough down the stretch. So we've got our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. They played overtime in their first matchup, which MFL MarMac defeated South Winn 60-59. Here's the rematch tonight, and it is the MFL MarMac boys needing a win to stay a game back of North Fayette Valley in the conference chase. Meanwhile, South Winn, they would like to work their way up to the second place spot, but they would be 2 games behind North Fayette Valley, depending on what happens tonight. All right, lights are being shut off here. Let's go courtside with Greg Schiller in tonight's starting lineups for our girls' game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MFL MarMac High School for tonight's girls varsity basketball game between the South Winneshiek Warriors and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. The Warriors are coached by Mike Gehling, assisted by Carla Niemeyer. The Bulldogs are coached by Jess Schubert and Brian Bugenhagen, assisted by Mike Driscoll and honorary coach Jason Winter. Officials for tonight's game are Jim Hammerand, Keith Koopman, and Isaiah Langlois. And now the starting lineups. First for the Warriors, number 4, Carissa Wenthold. For the Bulldogs, 5'8" sophomore from Monona, Iowa, number 2, Emmy Wickner. For the Warriors, number 5, Allison Hageman. For the Bulldogs, a 5'8" sophomore from Monona, Iowa, number 4, Sam Ruff. For the Warriors, number 20, Ella Tice. For the Bulldogs, a 5'7" junior from Monona, Iowa, number 20, Casey Pika. For the Warriors, number 24, Charlotte Moonen. For the Bulldogs, 5'7" sophomore from Timber Ridge, Iowa, number 24, Emma Driscoll. And finally for the Warriors, number 32, Chloe Wilchin. For the Bulldogs, a 5'9" senior from Farmersburg, Iowa, number 30, Ava Kishman.
There you have it, starting lineups. Aaron's from National, my old man born in Freilich. Opening action coming up next from Monona.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right, 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Innovative Egg Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. The Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Bacon Concrete in Postville and Furniture Showcase in Oldwine. Lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. Crowd continues to roll in for game 1 of 2 tonight here on KCTN. The Warriors wearing their away red, bottoms and tops, South Winn in white there. Bulldogs wearing their home white uniforms with the Bulldogs there in, once again, royal blue with the yellow trim. And they've got the blue on the shorts. It will be Driscoll to jump it up for MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, for South Winn, it will be number 24 and Charlotte Moonen to jump it up. So We've seen MFL MarMac run some sets off jump balls. Let's see what they do here, and they're trying to block out Wickner as the tip goes in, and it's picked up there by, once again, Carissa Wenhold, who was fronting Wickner on that play, and that's, again, the Bulldogs have been so good at running a set off the jump ball.
Yeah, the word has gotten out, and they did a nice job defending it there.
Tice in the offensive end, just underway, and as they try to go on top, there's a foul as Wickner took the ball away from Tice, but there is a foul that is on Ruff playing defense, and that negates the steal by Wickner.
Our first whistle there against the Bulldogs, and obviously first whistle against Samantha Ruff.
So just starting this ball game here tonight, and inbounds, they work it again with Tice. Tice guarded by Pika. Girl-to-girl defense here by MFL MarMac, and the Bulldogs will switch on just about everything. And Tice works things back out on top now here with Wilchin. Wilchin stops at the right elbow, tries to bounce it in the lane to Moonin. Moonin throws it on top, intercepted by Ruff. Fast break opportunity for MFL MarMac. Ruff drives in, too strong with the left hand, and Kishman gets the rebound, saves it out of there to Driscoll. Driscoll dives in, her shot blocked by Tice on the way up. Driscoll somehow gets the ball back in the middle of the lane, and she is quickly tied up, and it will stay down here with MFL MarMac.
A good rebound there by Ava Kishman, the trailer on that fast break, but not able to get that up, kind of lost the handle on that, and nice shot by Emma Driscoll to at least get an attempt up there.
Bulldogs take it on the left side, get it inbounds there to Kishman along the left baseline, back over to Wickner on the left wing. Wickner brings it back out on top here offensively, right side to Ruff. Ruff looking to go off a pick, and does, but there is a moving screen, and this is on Driscoll. Driscoll set the pick, but moved right with it, and the offensive foul called on the Bulldogs.
That's the second whistle there on the Bulldogs, so real early, just a little hesitant there, a little push, and just got to stay still with that screen.
We welcome you tonight on KCTN FM 100 on the KCTN app, also live video on KCTN.com or the KCTN YouTube channel. Offensively, South Winn with the basketball. Moonin at the high post area, cut off by Kishman. Right side works it on over to Tice. Tice at the right elbow, knocked away there by Kishman. She was looking to go down low, and South Winn turns it over. Wickner back in the offensive end, but a good job by South Winn getting back defensively. Again, the Warriors also coming out here, girl-to-girl defense, but really helping in the lane. Kishman stops left side to Ruff. Ruff in the middle of the lane, loses the basketball, goes along the baseline to Driscoll, who will bring it back out on top. So they will reset offensively, and right side Ruff drives baseline, cut off on the right baseline, back over to Driscoll. Driscoll drives in the lane, swings it left side to Pika. Pika, as she drives in, there is a 3-second violation at MFL MarMac. So we've played here nearly 2 minutes, and right now we have no score.
Yeah, no scores thus far because both of these teams a little sluggish on their offensive sets.
MFL MarMac will pick up South Winn full court, but again, not trapping right now. Inbounds, they get it to Hageman, who pushes it right side in the offensive end to Tice, and Tice has to bring it back out on top offensively with Wilchin. Wilchin drives right side, try to work it in the lane to, once again, Hageman, who swings it left side. Open for the three is Wentholt. Left wing, got it, and South Winn strikes first.
They're going to put a little full court girl-to-girl pressure as well on the Bulldogs.
And almost a 2-3 type full court pressure. When back in the offensive end is once again Wickner, who drives in, loses the basketball, picked up by Wilchin. South Winn's got a fast break opportunity. Wentholt drives in, banks the shot long as she stood just inside the right block and banked that shot well long. Rebound by MFL MarMac. The Warriors denied. Meanwhile, Pika in the offensive end, just off the right side for three. That shot no good, and the rebound picked up on the floor there. It is Kishman, and also tied up there with Wentholt for South Winn, and they are going to call a foul on Wentholt, which will be foul number 1 against South Winn.
Yeah, first foul there against the Warriors, and she just came in and tried to take that away from Wentholt, got a piece of the arm.
Inbounds, right corner. It was Wickner for three. That shot no good, and the long rebound aired out as it's picked up by Ruff on the left side, and now we've got an official's timeout. Our shot clock had not started, so they're going to run a few seconds off of it, and we will reset as they will take it out near side with Pika still the Bulldogs basketball.
Yeah, that shot in the corner by Wickner never hit rim, so it should not have reset.
And back over left side, Wickner stops the dribble and now brings it right side. Inside the elbow, a little shot. It is blocked there. She took it from inside the elbow. Hageman blocked the shot. Rebound pulled down there by Wilchin, and a foul committed by MFL MarMac. Actually, they say that she stepped out of bounds along the baseline area. No foul, but the ball goes back to South Winn regardless.
Yeah, South Winn was strong with that ball, but the tie-up was by a Bulldog standing out of bounds.
Autumn Shaw into the ball game, and Driscoll checks out. Meanwhile, for South Winn, Hageman checks out of the ball game in their first substitution. They will bring into the ball game number 2 in Adele Conway, a 5'4 junior. So inbounds, they get it right side, and it is Tice with the basketball. Tice guarded by Ruff in the backcourt, behind the back dribble, and has to hurry before a 10-second violation. Back left side, and here's Wilchin, and South Winn has to burn a timeout. They weren't going to get it to the offensive end before the 10-second violation. So a quick break. We're 3 minutes in. 3-zip. South Winn the early lead.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hopfler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
We mentioned that Autumn Shaw checking in. She's been starting for MFL MarMac throughout the season, but actually hurt an ankle in Friday night's ball game against Clayton Ridge in the first half, did not return, and ready to go tonight, coming off the bench. Not quite 100%.
Not quite 100%. We'll keep an eye on that ankle, but they may be limiting her minutes tonight a little bit.
Inbound, South Winn takes it near side and tried to launch it ahead in the offensive end. They were trying to lead Wentholt to the basket, but she's overshot as MFL MarMac read that defensively and knocked it out of bounds underneath the right side of the basket where the Warriors will take it inbounds. And it will be Conway taking it inbounds. Tries to go on top, and it's intercepted by Ruff. A turnover. Ruff back into the offensive end, and again, South Winn not letting a fast break opportunity. Left side, Wickner drives baseline, cut off on the baseline, brings it back over to Pika. Open left side, fires up the 3, got it. And we're now tied at 3 here. 4.5 left in our first half.
Yeah, not a high-scoring ball game. We weren't sure what to expect out of these two, but a little cold on the shooting.
And MFL MarMac, a team that trailed Clayton Ridge 8-6 at the end of the first quarter the other night. So they have not gotten off to good starts here 2 out of the last 3 games. Meanwhile, Wenthold back out on top offensively, and they work it with Conway. Conway tried to go right side to Tice. It's deflected away, but Tice able to go get it, and she has it on near the far sideline. Tice trying to go in the lane, and there's 3 Bulldogs defending the post, and we have Shaw and Kishman on the floor along with Wilchin. It is a jump ball, but let's keep it down here with South Winn. Meanwhile, for South Winn, checking out of the ball game will be number 24 checking out there in Moonen. Also checking out of the ball game for them is Tice. And into the game for them is number 30, and that is Alexis Johanningmeyer, promising 6-foot freshman. Also into the ball game for them is number 21. Actually, correction there. It is
23.
23, and that is Vanessa Bullerman, a 5'4 freshman. So the ball goes back after it was knocked away, and MFL MarMac will take it out of bounds near side, tied at 3. South Winn, again, picking up here, full court pressure, and I would say more girl-to-girl pressure now here. And they clear out. They'll let Wickner bring it into the offensive end. She's guarded by Conway. Wickner, center court circle, will get the Bulldogs into their offense. Goes off a pick right side and tried to go pick and roll to Kishman, deflected out of there, but Kishman tracks it down along the right wing. Kishman, left side to Pika. Pika drives in the lane, pulls up, doesn't shoot it, goes over to Kishman on the wing, 15-foot shot, it is good. Kishman facing up just inside the three-point line off the right side, 5-3, Bulldogs in the lead.
That's a good-looking shot for Ava Kishman, able to knock that down with confidence.
Wenthold back into the offensive end for the Warriors, hounded by Pika, spins by her, gets to the elbow, left side, works it there with Bullerman. Bullerman right at the top of the key there, hands it left side to Wilchin, who drives baseline, but is cut off by Ruff. Instead, goes back over there to Conway. Conway, right side, trying to drive in there as Wenthold. The ball knocked away. Sliding on the floor is Wickner. She saved it back there to Pika, and there ends up being a foul there. Actually, a timeout. MFL MarMac took a timeout as sliding on the court was Wickner, credited with the steal, and they saved the possession. So our second timeout here, 5-3, the early lead for MFL MarMac. Let's take this timeout.
Brought to you by
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner, supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
So a quick timeout taken by MFL MarMac. They have possession, leading 5-3. And it will be Pika taking, Driscoll, who just came back into the ballgame, takes it out of bounds off the right side. Ruff checked out for MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, in the offensive end, Cora Keener, by the way, also checking in for Kishman for the Bulldogs. Driscoll at the right elbow. Back out on top to Shaw. Shaw left side to, again, that is Wickner, who runs it left side to Shaw. Try to go a little pick and roll, but unable to do anything there. Meanwhile, driving in the lane is Wickner. Takes a little floater. It is short, and Shaw saves the rebound to Driscoll. She drives baseline from the left side. 1 foot runner from 8 feet away. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Joe Henningmeyer, and a foul from behind committed by Driscoll.
And that's the third foul on the Bulldogs, so not getting a lot of offensive opportunities, crashing the glass, but pushing and shoving a little bit and getting those fouls. That's the second foul on Driscoll, so she's going to check out.
And into the game will be number 11, Evelyn Fritz, a freshman, makes her first appearance. Meanwhile, for South Winn, Tice has checked back into the ball game. Left side, driving down the court. Bullerman drives in, left-handed layup. It is no good. An offensive foul, and this is called on Joe Henningmeyer, who was trying to set a screen as Bullerman brought it left side.
Yeah, she was just kind of, instead of turning and just screening the girl, she was just backing into her like she was boxing out and making that contact. And the fact that she was moving is the fact that she got that call. And you can see Coach Galing saying, okay, well, it's happening down here too, so let's make sure it's on both ends.
2.5 left in our opening act. 5-3, MFL MarMac, the early lead. Keener to Wickner. And again, just this pressure for South Winn, enough to slow down MFL MarMac. Wickner in the offensive end, right side to Pika. Pika drives, middle of the lane, bounce pass, Shaw, left block, leaves it short, gets her own rebound, put back, hangs on the side of the rim off the right side. It is no good. Keener tracks it down near the far right corner. Bulldogs maintain possession. They try to go in lane to Wickner, covered, back over to Fritz. Jump shot from the elbow off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected out of there, and it is knocked away as getting the loose basketball was Weinhold, but then knocked away by Pika. Bulldogs had some opportunities, but they come up empty.
That was a great entry pass to Shaw, and she just put it a little strong. Got her own rebound, got a second opportunity. They got a third possession, but that shot trickles out of bounds. Give it back to the Warriors.
Ruff checks in. Wickner checks out for MFL MarMac. Left side on the inbounds, it will be Bullerman. Bullerman quickly in the offensive end. They race it ahead. That's Vanessa Bullerman back out on top, and they work it with Conway now. Left wing area with Weinhold. Weinhold in the lane. Joe Henningmeyer, nice drop step move. Uses the right hand, lays it up and in. Turn with the inside shoulder to the middle of the lane. We're knotted at 5.
That was a strong move by the freshman, finding the open area, going to their strong hand, and finishing.
And in the offensive end, Ruff is fouled by Conway, who was hounding her as she came into the offensive end. That'll be the 4th team foul on South Winn. Meanwhile, substitutions just continue freely here. Into the game is number 5 for South Winn, and that will be Alyssa Hageman into the ball game. And they get it inbounds to Ruff. Ruff right side to Pika. Pika right wing with it. Pick and roll to Keener inside the right block. Gets caught along the baseline, nowhere to go, and took an extra step. Wanted to drive right side, but instead turns the basketball over. By the way, Conway checked out for South Winn.
Yeah, the right idea there by Cora Keener, trying to attack the basket, but found herself under the hoop. Took that extra step, didn't know where to go with it, and ended up turning it over.
Inbounds, again, they work it ahead. Hageman quickly ahead to Bullerman in the offensive end. Bullerman, top of the key to Hageman. Swings it left side. The 3 on its way by Weinhold from the left wing. Shot no good. Keener clears the rebound off the left. And again, South Winn down there immediately, trapping, and then a reach-in foul called against the Warriors. So that's number 5. And we'll go back to the other end, where it will be MFL MarMac at the free throw line.
Yeah, we're going to shoot free throws here for the last minute 15, but right now I'm looking at shots. South Winn's only taken 4 shots, and they're tied in this ballgame. MFL MarMac taken, over a dozen. We're stuck at 5 right now for both teams.
Been hanging on there, a slow-paced first quarter. Both teams with 2 baskets each. Keener's free throw on its way. It is good, and MFL MarMac retakes a 6-5 lead. Meanwhile, Pika, Shaw check out. Kishman and also Wickner back into the ball game. And Joe Henningmeyer just picked up her 2nd foul. She will check out of the ball game, and in there will be number 24 in Charlotte Moonen. So the 2nd free throw being eyed here now by Keener. That's a concern for South Winn. 2nd free throw by Keener. It is good. 7-5. MFL MarMac in the lead. That allows the Bulldogs to set up pressure. And on the inbounds, Evelyn Fritz goes out of bounds to guard, that time, Bullerman. And she has to back up behind the line, and the official moves her back. So back across the timeline in the offensive end is Hageman. Hageman left side offensively to Weinhold. Weinhold cut off by Wickner on the left baseline. 1 minute left in our first quarter. Left side now back to Tice. Tice cut off on the left wing, works it again with Hageman. Hageman knocked away by Fritz. It is a steal. Fritz finds some trouble hanging on to the basketball, finally brings it into the offensive end, but good hustle from Tice, who knocked it from behind. She goes sliding on the court, and South Winn forces a turnover after turning it over. So back is Bullerman in the offensive end, trying to go to the high post, overshot, picked up by Tice at the elbow, down in the lane to Bullerman, who slides in left side, scores the layup. Nice cut by Bullerman. Used the left hand from the left side. We're knotted at 7.
Yeah, Bullerman, one of their leading scorers with about 7, so good to see her get involved here early for the Warriors.
Wickner across the timeline offensively. The Bulldogs can work for one if they choose, and it appears that's what they're going to try to do here, as it is Wickner just dribbling with their back towards the offense here near center court. So I would think with about 10 seconds, they'll start to go. They do it 11. Right side is Wickner. Wickner, top of the key, drives to the elbow, lowers her head, uses the left hand, slides off the rim, no good. Kishman the rebound, her put back, no good, but she's fouled with 2.2 seconds to go. Took it in plenty of time to allow the Bulldogs to crash the glass, and it is Kishman to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Kishman did exactly that. She went to the glass hard, got that rebound, and knew I have to get it up, cleared a little space, but got the arm on the way up, so she's going to have to earn them, shoot a couple of free throws.
Kishman trying to give MFL MarMac back the early lead. Free throw on its way there, and it is no good off the right. MFL MarMac as a team shooting 55%, and actually that is really the best percentage in the Upper Iowa Conference. And the second free throw being eyed by Kishman. Kishman, again, she makes over 50% of her free throws. Second free throw on its way. Circle around, got it to stay down. 8-7, MFL MarMac in the lead. South Winn's got to go the length of the court. Inbound, stolen by Ruff, but she steps out of bounds. She couldn't control it. And 0.9 seconds left in this quarter. So South Winn, again, will just try to get it inbounds here and let the quarter come to an end. And it will be Bullerman taking it inbounds. Problems going to get inbounds, but she does get it ahead there to Hageman, who does not get off a shot. In the opening quarter comes to an end. South Winn's pace, no doubt about that. MFL MarMac 8-7, the early lead. Let's take this break.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa, Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smithy's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, and by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. We've played one quarter, 8-7, MFL MarMac the early lead. What do we have stat-wise?
For the Bulldogs shooting the first quarter, they were 2 of 13, 1 of 3 behind the arc, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, so there's their 8 points. For the Warriors, they were 3 of 5, 1 of 2 behind the arc. They did not shoot a free throw, so they're sitting at 7. Our turnovers, Bulldogs with 5, Warriors with 6.
All right, couple of scores to pass along. Central leads Turkey Valley at the end of one, 13-10, and it is Key High leading Postville 14-6. That ball game is also at the end of one. Meanwhile, we start the second quarter. Bulldogs basketball. Pika, Wickner, Kishman, Driscoll, and Ruff starting 5 out there for MFL MarMac. Ruff has it right side. Bullerman, along with Tice, also out there as well, will be Hageman out there. And also out there as well is Wenthold. Meanwhile, the shot by Pika, left side, no good. Kishman gets the rebound off the right side, puts it up and in. The 5th player out there is Charlotte Moonen for South Winn. So 10-7, MFL MarMac a 3-point lead. Back in the offensive end is South Winn. On top, Wenthold, trying to spread the court, get a cutter going to the basket. Meanwhile, they lose the basketball. It goes into the hands of Wickner. Wickner leads the fast break, drives in, and the shot blocked by Bullerman from behind. Good effort by Bullerman to catch up there. Rebound pulled down by South Winn. Hageman is quickly tied up there by Pika. It is a jump ball, which gives it back to the Warriors.
Yeah, that was great hustle by the Warriors to block that fast break on Wickner. She's pretty quick out there, but a good block and secure that rebound.
And Wickner, one of the toughest kids to try to track down, and a good job by South Winn making up some ground there with Bullerman. So offensively, Wenthold Left side on the wing area, goes on top to Bullerman. Behind her, she has to go to center court circle to track it down. A minute into our second quarter. Left side, baseline, shot by Hageman. Foot on the line in the left corner, shot no good. Rebound, couple of girls run into each other, and it is picked up by Kishman, who slides to the floor out of bounds, but able to get it over to Pika. Pika leads the break. Drives at the right elbow, kicks it over to Driscoll. Driscoll, right side, for three, rolls around, got it to stay down, gets the hometown touch. And MFL MarMac here in the midst of an 8-2 run. They lead 13-7.
Yeah, they've scored twice here in this quarter, and here's a foul by Wickner, reaching from behind, and she was totally away from where that ball was, came across the body and got that silly foul.
Bullerman checks out for South Winn. Into the ball game for them will be Wilchin, Chloe Wilchin, a sophomore, by the way. And South Winn picks it up inbounds against that full court pressure. Wilchin, she'll bring it in across the timeline into the offensive end for South Winn, and looking for some help as she's trying to go right side and finally does to Hageman. Hageman right wing area with it with Wentholt. Wentholt, step behind the arc or so. Top of the key, pick and roll, goes right side to Moonen. Moonen baseline, 8-foot shot, 10-foot distance. It's long, squared up nice, but just long on the shot. And the weak side rebound pulled down by MFL MarMac. So here is Wickner back in the offensive end. South Winn doing a great job getting back defensively.
Yeah, they're all flocking back to that lane and then stepping back out and finding their girl on this man or this girl-to-girl defense.
Kishman on top to Wickner. Wickner cut off along the baseline, trying to get through. She's triple teamed as she drives right side, and there's a body foul against South Winn as Wickner was bumped, even though they had good defense initially.
And the difference between these two girl-to-girl defenses, South Winn gets back to the lane, then they filter out, playing good straight-up defense. The Bulldogs are really overplaying those passing lanes and digging on every pass.
All right, Conway comes back into the ball game. Hageman checks out. Kishman backs her way down to shot, leaves it short from just inside the right block. Kishman got herself free but couldn't finish off the play, and South Winn gets the rebound. Back in the offensive end is Tice. Tice back out on top here now with Wentholt. Wentholt brings it left side. Kishman, good help defense, and left side to Tice, who's near the left corner. And Tice will have to bring it back out on top. South Winn here as Tice stops the dribble, needs some help, and trying to come over there is Conway, slips through her hands, but she tracks it down near center court. Shot clock, by the way, is down to 7. Right side, they look to go along the baseline, and losing it for just a second is Wentholt, but she recovers, misses the shot from the elbow, and the rebound taken away from the right side by a Ruff. So South Winn got a look, but again, it was tough defense for most of that shot clock by MFL MarMac.
Great defense and a one and done. The other thing the Bulldogs did in that possession, switching every screen.
Wickner, left side, top of the key, goes off a pick, pulls up from the elbow, 15-footer, right side, short. Kishman got her hands on the rebound, pulls it away from everybody, saves it back to Wickner. Same spot, her 15-footer, no good. Driscoll, the rebound, put back, it is up, hit is in. Foul, count the basket. And the Bulldogs keep it alive on the offensive glass and now lead by 8.
Yeah, good rebound there by Kishman. Kick it out to Wickner for a second chance on that, but then an even better rebound by Driscoll, just sealing her girl underneath the hoop so that thing would come over the top, and she got the basket, and she got the harm, so she's going to get another free throw.
Conway with 2 fouls will check out. Bullerman comes in for South Winn. Meanwhile, Ruff and Kishman check out for MFL MarMac. Keener comes into the ballgame along with Fritz. So 4:44 left in our first half. Bulldogs starting to pull away here, an 8-point lead, midway point of our second quarter. Free throw by Driscoll. It is good. Remember, we were tied at 5, so this is an 11-2 run by MFL MarMac as Shaw comes in and Driscoll checks out.
Yeah, they made a lot of wholesale changes here, getting 3 new fresh legs on the court.
And here Bullerman has to launch it to center court there and gets it inbounds to Wilchin. And Wilchin able to bring it into the offensive end. South Winn throws it over top of the defense. Wilchin on top. Left side, loses the handle on it, goes right into the hands of Keener, and Keener will gladly take that steal. So back out on top is, again, Bulldogs offensively with Wickner. Wickner on the left side. Again, South Winn denying any fast break opportunity as Wickner brings it left side. Open, going to take the shot from the wing, 17 feet away. Shot is short, grazed the side of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Moonen off the left side for South Winn. But they throw the ball away. Tice tried to throw it ahead there to Wentholt, but overshot, picked up by Pika, and as Pika drives in, she travels with the basketball, trying to create some spacing off the right side.
Yeah, both of these offenses just kind of a little sluggish, taking care of the basketball, not the crispest pass, and just not keeping their feet square.
Wentholt brings it into the offensive end for South Winn, and at the top of the key, has it now, swings it left side to Tice on the left wing. Tice eyed the shot, not going to take the three-pointer, and feeds it back there to, once again, that is Wentholt. Wenthold, and ball knocked away from Wilchin by Fritz, but goes back into the hands of Wenthold. Drives baseline, cut off, feeds it down to Bullerman. Her little drop step move off the back of the rim. She missed it from 2 feet away there. It just did not get the kind roll, but Bullerman stays at it, gets the offensive rebound, put back no good, but she's fouled on the way back up. And Bullerman will get 2 at the free throw line for the Warriors.
Yeah, she's going to get rewarded for Heverts down there. Almost like a little baby hook there as she was in the lane. Just kind of flipped that up there and not able to get it to fall, but good rebound going up strong with it.
Free throw, it is good. 16-8, MFL MarMac in the lead. That was Wickner's second foul, by the way. She'll stay in the court right now. Pika checks out, and Samantha Ruff back into the game for the Bulldogs. And it will be, again, Bullerman at the free throw line trying to make the second free throw. Second free throw, it's off the back of the rim. No good. Keener able to clear out, get the rebound off the left for MFL MarMac. So Wickner in the backcourt, immediately picked up, but brings it across the timeline offensively. And the Bulldogs will set up shop here. And it is Bullerman guarding Wickner. Right side, Ruff drives along the right baseline, double team to Keener. Keener just off the elbow, 15-footer right side, circles in and out, no good. Rebound picked up by Ruff. Her putback gets up and in from the right side. Right place, right time for Samantha Ruff. 10-point lead for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, nice rebound there as the ball kind of trickled away from the lane and put it right back up strong.
Wilchin in the offensive end, cut off on the baseline, back on the wing to Bullerman on the left side. Bullerman goes between 2 defenders but quickly stops. Wilchin drives in, offside the lane, puts up 8-foot jump shot there but goes off the right side of the rim, just pushed it strong. Keener grabs another rebound off the right side. Inside 3 minutes left here in our second quarter. Wickner, crossover dribble and a reach-in, committed that time by Bullerman. So that's an interesting matchup there. Bullerman is a freshman. Wickner is a sophomore. So this is going to be a matchup for the next couple of years.
Yeah, it is a very interesting matchup. Wickner, you can see some frustration because Bullerman trying to stay in front of her and force her to use that left hand a little more than she wants to. But good job by Bullerman just to keep her in front of her.
MFL MarMac takes it out of bounds on the near side, and Ruff gets it inbounds to Wickner. Wickner to Fritz at the left elbow, loses it, actually kicked the ball along the baseline, picks it up though. Shaw now on the left wing for MFL MarMac. Shaw feeds it back to Fritz. Fritz on the left wing, going to take a 17-footer just inside the arc left side. Shot no good, but Ruff tracks down the long rebound at the top of the key. And MFL MarMac continues. Ruff drives into the lane. Trouble, but gets it to Wickner. She drives in, a little one-handed floater, hits the rim 3 times, bounces away. Shaw the rebound, her putback no good. As MFL MarMac had rebounding position on the inside with Shaw, and she's fouled on the putback attempt. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
It was a great drive by Wickner, and she's frustrated that the ball didn't fall, but it laid up on the rim soft, so easy to get that rebound, and Shaw not able to get the bucket to fall, but she's going to get some free throws here.
Free throw by Shaw, it is good. 19-8, MFL MarMac in the lead. And because of what's happening rebounding-wise, South Winn will bring their size back into the game in Alexis Johanningmeyer, a 6-foot freshman who checks into the ball game, and checking out for them is number 24 in Moonen. Second free throw, it is good. Bulldogs gradually pulling away here. They lead by a dozen, and now picking up South Winn here half court.
And just backing off on that full court pressure a little bit.
Part of that may be some foul concerns they have, especially with Wickner and Ruff. So Tice for South Winn. Hands it back out on top to Wenthold. Wenthold, left wing area to Bullerman. Bullerman at the left elbow, crossover dribble, but cut off in the lane to Johanningmeyer. Swings it right side to Wilchin, just outside the right side of the lane. Hits the 12-footer off the right side. Good recognition by Johanningmeyer. Warriors back within 10.
Yeah, Johanningmeyer drew that double team and able to find an outlet.
Wickner in the offensive end, got a screen to get by Bullerman, and now pulls it back out on top. Left side to Fritz. Fritz on the left wing. 90 seconds left in the half. Fritz back out on top to Ruff. 2010, MFL MarMac in the lead. Ruff, hesitant move on the right side, but cut off. South Winn does a lot of switching as well. Ruff brings it all the way left side of the basket, back to Wickner. Wickner drives baseline, pick and roll, nice feed down to Shaw, who scores the left-handed layup. She brought all the traffic in a nice bounce pass by Wickner in a lot of traffic.
Well, we talk about Wickner having about 3.5 steals a game, but those are the kind of assists she has, those nice leads, getting her post to the hoop.
Bullerman in the lane to Johanningmeyer, and Shaw immediately goes to the floor. The ball is loose, and then I believe we're going to have a foul as it was Johanningmeyer and Wickner fighting for the ball. If that's on Wickner, that's foul number 3.
Yeah, that's going to be against Wickner, so Coach Bugenhagen's going to want to get a sub in there. She doesn't want to pick up her 4th right here, so Peak is going to come back into the ballgame.
So that's a big-time concern for MFL MarMac as, again, initially Shaw was on the floor trying to tie up Johanningmeyer, and then Wickner came over to help out. Tice, right side in the corner. That is Wenthold, right corner for 3. Got it from the deep right corner. And that is Carissa Wenhold with the three-pointer. 22-13 MFL MarMac in the lead.
Yeah, one of the seniors on this team for South Winn.
And here is offensively Evan Fritz tried to bounce it over to Shaw, who was open inside the right block, but Fritz was fouled, and that's the fifth foul on South Winn. That will put Evelyn Fritz to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, and Evelyn Fritz hasn't gotten there a lot, but a good free throw shooter, a good shooter for the Bulldogs in general. The left-hander here looking to extend that lead.
Free throw by Fritz, and that one is short off the front of the rim. She'll have another opportunity. Fritz, about 50% free throw shooter. Hasn't been to the line a lot. And she'll get another opportunity here, trying to put the Bulldogs back up by 10. Second free throw on its way. It's off the back of the rim, but it nestles in and rolls through. 23-13, 51 seconds to go in the half. Bulldogs back up by double digits.
Yeah, they want to keep that double-digit lead. If you're the Warriors, cut this down to single digits before half.
Wenthold in the offensive end, tried to go in the lane, intercepted at the free throw line by Shaw. She was looking to go in the lane to Tice. Meanwhile, Keener, right side to Pika. Pika drives baseline, and she has a wraparound pass to Fritz along the baseline, but it's intercepted by Wilchin, who dropped down defensively, and the Warriors turn MFL MarMac over. Shot clock is off. South Winn can work for one if they choose, with 20 seconds left in the half. Left side to Hageman. Hageman tried to throw it in the lane to Joe Henningmeyer, but Joe Henningmeyer was behind Keener, couldn't get to the basket, and they turn it over with 10 seconds now left here in the half. So South Winn comes up empty. Pika, top of the key, pick and roll to Keener. Keener, right side, 5 seconds to go, back over to Pika. Pika on the baseline just throws up a shot. It is partially blocked there by Tice, lands in the hands of Joe Henningmeyer, and that's how the first half comes to an end. MFL MarMac led by 1 at the end of 1. They lead by 10 at the half, 23-13. When we return, first half stats and score updates. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports. TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Alcater on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Conoco Floor Covering in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by Kane in Monona, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. At the half, MFL MarMac girls lead 23-13. They led 8-7 at the end of one, outscoring South Winn 15-6 in the second quarter. Updating you on a couple of scores, Key High leading Postville at the half, 37-13. Central leading Turkey Valley at the end of one, 13-10. We expect another update on that game coming up in just a bit. And in boys basketball, Central City leads Edco at the end of one, 19-8. So the Bulldogs lead by 10 here at the half. We're joined by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals. Let's start first off with MFL MarMac.
The Bulldogs are led by Emma Driscoll. She's got 6 points. Ava Kishman with 5 points. Autumn Shaw with 4. 3 points for Casey Pika. 2 points for Samantha Ruff. 2 points for Cora Keener. 1 point for Evelyn Fritz. 23 points for the Bulldogs. They shot 25% in that first half. 2 of 5 for 40% behind the arc. 7 of 9 from the free throw line. That's 78%. And only 7 turnovers for the Bulldogs.
And getting to the line a little bit more, let's go to the totals now for South Winn.
South Winn, they were led by Carissa Wenthold with 6 points, Vanessa Bullerman with 3, Alexis Johannemeyer with 2 points, and Chloe Wilchin with 2 points. So that gives them their 13 points. They shot 42% in the first half. 2 of 3 behind the arc, that's 67%. 3 of 9 otherwise, so 33% above their average a little bit. And 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 50%. They have 11 turnovers in the first half.
All right, so the turnovers, again, could be a little bit better, but a slow start for both these teams. We seem to kind of settle down, especially MFL MarMac in that second quarter. They went on that run. We were tied at 5. They went on a quick 11-2 run to go up by 9 points at that time, and it's now 23-13 here at the half. And the big difference is, obviously, they've got more shot attempts, but the free throw line, taking advantage of those free throws.
Yeah, making those 7 of 9 free throws. I think Coach Bugenhagen, Coach Schubert would like them less fouls.
Yes.
They're a little bit of foul trouble there, but as far as the offensive end, kind of woke up in the second quarter, made some shots to the free throw line, getting good looks, getting second chance opportunities. I think if you're South Winn, you want to do some of that yourself. You want to get those better looks, get the offense going a little bit, get those second chance opportunities, because this defense for MFL MarMac has really shut down their offense.
23-13, MFL MarMac leads South Winn at the half. When we return, we'll talk about our boys game coming up a little bit later on. Second half action of the girls game. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports. Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local-friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people bottom line is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. 23-13 is our score. The Bulldogs lead by 10, 23-13. Let's talk about our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. They played an overtime ball game last time. Great matchup. MFL MarMac is 9-1 in the conference. South Winn is 8-2 in the conference. 60-59, Bulldogs won the first matchup.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because I think South Winn has a lot of pieces, a lot of good athletes. Sometimes they don't put it all together at the same time on the court. MFL MarMac, wants to get back on that win streak. That loss to North Fayette Valley was pretty hard for them, so they want to get back on a win streak. But both of these teams looking to stay in the conference race, and I think a win tonight keeps you there.
Yeah, and for South Winn, you'd be 2 games back of North Fayette Valley. North Fayette Valley playing West Central tonight, so again, they should have a positive night in that ball game. But MFL MarMac trying to stay a game back in the Upper Iowa Conference. Again, the Tigerhawks are undefeated, and you expect a hard-fought 4 quarters boys game tonight.
Yeah, both those teams, lots of athletes out there on the court. There's going to be aggressive defense. They both shoot, both of them putting up similar numbers across the board stat-wise. So evenly matched that route. Just a few more wins for the Bulldogs versus the Warriors.
All right, so that boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight here on KCTN. Meanwhile, second half of this girls game, it is 23-13, MFL MarMac in the lead, and really they've done it here basically defensively.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have done it defensively, limiting shots. They only had 12 shots, the Warriors did in that first half. The Bulldogs put up 28, so doubling them up on shots. And I think Coach Buchenhagen says, hey, we'll take that every night because that means we're getting more chances and they're not getting as many.
All right, we've got another score. North Fayette Valley girls lead West Central 23-9 at the half. We mentioned Keyhigh leads Postville at the half 37-13, and we expect to get a Central Turkey Valley update in just a bit as Central led that ball game 13-10, and as we say that, we did not get an update yet. I thought that was our message coming through here, but so 23-9 is the score. North Fayette Valley leads West Central. And again, after this ball game, we will have the Chalk Talk for our boys game, and we'll also do interviews, by the way, from our girls coaches. That'll be at halftime of our boys game tonight. So for MFL MarMac, it'll be Kishman, Ruff, again, Wickner out there, along with Pika and Driscoll. Again, Wickner has 3 fouls. Keep an eye on that. For South Winn, it will be Hageman, Wilchin. Also out there as well will be Wenthold. They have number 20 out there in Tice. And also out there as well is Moonin. So the second half underway as MFL MarMac brings it across the timeline offensively. Wickner, right side. Both teams have played girl-to-girl throughout here. And right side, Wickner loses the handle on it in the corner to Kishman. Kishman, about 17 feet away from the basket, is going to go to Pika, who cuts into the lane, covered. Kishman, again, kind of outside of her comfort territory there. She's near the three-point line, has to go back out on top to Ruff. The shot clock is down to 10. And right side, Wickner goes off a pick just outside the right elbow. Her shot is long off the back of the rim. And a nice clear out there by Tice, who is fouled on the floor by Kishman. So good defense by South Winn. Maybe that we haven't talked about what they've done defensively tonight because there's been few offensive fast break opportunities.
Yeah, they've done a great job getting back on defense. They've dug in their heels on the defensive half court. And, limited the Bulldogs. They're used to scoring quite a bit and getting those runouts. They've limited those tonight. They just haven't had the offensive opportunities to match them.
In the offensive end, it is Wenthold. Wenthold, they go low post area to Moonin. Her shot from just inside the right block goes off the front of the rim. Had a bad, tough angle there. And the rebound pulled down by MFL MarMac. A good look down low nonetheless.
Yeah, Moonin had a nice look there, and it just crawled off of the rim and not able to get it to fall.
Wickner at the right elbow brings it on top to Pika. Want to pass along a score. Central leads Turkey Valley 21-20 at the half. We'll keep an eye on that. Wickner has it right side. Wickner now has a lane to the basket, drives in, left-handed layup, too strong. Kishman got the rebound, but she came over the back to get the rebound. That was a good job by Moonin as Kishman reached over top. And it will be South Winn's basketball as we've played here just a little over a minute 15 and no scoring here in our, once again, third quarter. Second foul on Kishman. That's the second on MFL MarMac here in the first 90 seconds.
Yeah, they're getting a few girls there up there in fouls, so they need to clean that up a little bit.
As Wenthold tried to work it right side to Wilchin, the pass goes off the hands of Wilchin. It was too high, too hot to handle. Out of bounds on the near side, and a turnover, an unforced turnover by South Winn.
Yeah, South Winn just can't afford to have those kind of turnovers. They need those offensive sets and those looks at the basket.
And here is Wickner, right side, back over to Driscoll. Driscoll brings it to the left block area, hands it to Pika on the left wing. Pika loses the basketball. It's picked up there by Wenthold. Wenthold leads the break, goes in, right-handed layup, scores it, got it to crawl over the rim from the right side. South Winn scores their first points of the second half. And now MFL MarMac throws the ball away at center court, but the Bulldogs able to get the break as it bounced over to the hands of Driscoll. Tice couldn't pick it up. Almost a turnover after the basket by South Winn. So back in the offensive end, Kishman. Kishman in the right block, backs her way down, triple team, quadruple team, back over to Pika on the wing, and a good job by Kishman getting it out of trouble. Kishman in the lane to Driscoll on the right block, a little drop step move, it is no good, left it short, and she tried to bank it in, but too far along the baseline, hit the right side of the backboard and came up short. So back out on top, South Winn trying to get a little closer, down by 8, and left side, they work it offensively with Hageman. Hageman to Wenthold, left side to Wilchin. Wilchin, foul, reach-in foul committed by MFL MarMac, and that'll be the third foul on the Bulldogs now.
Yeah, we're only 2.5 minutes into this third quarter. That's their third foul. They don't want to put South with the free throw line. It's an opportunity for them to get back in this ball game. If you're South Winn, keep attacking the basket. It's working.
Left side of the basket is where South Winn takes it out of bounds, and they have to go back out on top to Hageman. Hageman back in the corner to Wenthold. Wenthold in the lane, working it with Moonen, who's covered, back over left side to, again, Wenthold. Right back to Moonen. Spins, middle shot, facing the basket from the middle of the lane, banked it long, kind of line drived it, and the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs.
A little more air under that outer Charlotte Moonen. That has a chance to go in.
Wickner loses the basketball as she tried to drive at the top of the key and able to regroup and now run into by Hageman. Hageman was guessing that time on the steal, but Wickner was heading in that direction, and it ended up being an awkward collision.
Yeah, that was a gamble by Hageman, just a 50-50 which way she's going to go. It went the same way and collided.
Conway checks back in. Hageman checks out. That's her third foul, so that's the first foul concern for South Winn. 3 minutes into our third quarter. And Wickner, right side to Pika. Pika at the elbow, quickly covered, left side to Ruff on the left wing. Ruff, crossover dribble left side, goes baseline, uses the right hand, short, no good. Kishman the rebound, moves to the right, banks it up and in. Good follow-up by Kishman off the right side. Back to a 10-point lead, MFL MarMac's first basket of the third quarter. 4.5 left in the third.
Yeah, only fitting that it comes off an offensive rebound and a putback by Kishman.
Wenthold, right side to the high post area with Moonen. Back over to Wenthold. She drives down middle of the lane. Bank shot, it is strong, long, and the rebound tracked down in the corner by Conway, who tried to work it back out on top. The ball, we've got a mad scramble with 4 girls on the floor, 2 from MFL MarMac, 2 for South Winn. And in that twisted mass of humanity, they're going to call it a jump ball, and it's going to stay down here with South Winn.
That was a mess, and we're going to have a flurry of substitutions here. We've got a couple girls out for South Winn, one out for MFL MarMac.
And Johannemeyer comes back into the game for South Winn along with Bullerman as Moonen checks out. Also checking on for them is going to be as well Wilchin. So right side, here's a three-pointer. Right side, Wenthold got the three-pointer. 25-18, the Warriors pull back within 7 now. Backcourt area, some light token pressure there by South Winn as Wickner brings it into the offensive end for MFL MarMac. Shaw checked into the ball game for Pika. So crossover dribble, driving into the lane. It is Wickner, gets to the basket, the layup, it is up, it is in. Foul, count the basket. And the Bulldogs go back up by 9.
Wickner had a lot of opportunities, leading scorer for the Bulldogs. That's her first points of the night. So some frustration, I'm sure, by her, but nice to get that lid off and get a chance for a three-point play here.
And again, many nights she relies so much on steals and fast break opportunities, and that's been tough to come by tonight. Wickner trying to finish off that three-point play, and she does. So that puts MFL MarMac back up by 10 at 28-18. And again, the Bulldogs just picking up South Winn at half court. And across the timeline, it is Wenthold. Wenthold gets a step by Ruff, goes baseline there to Tice. Tice covered just off the right block, has to bring it back out on top, and she'll work it with Wenthold on the wing. Wenthold again stops the dribble. Bullerman cuts back door, middle of the lane, double teamed, runs into Kishman, but bodied by Kishman. So Bullerman was looking to go to Johannemeyer inside the right block, and that should be number 3, I believe, on Kishman.
Yeah, that's going to be her third, so she's got to play a little cleaner there. Maybe go straight up on that. She's tough to get over the top of if she goes straight up instead of reaching.
That's the 4th foul on MFL MarMac. South Winn's committed 2. Kishman checks out of the game, and Cora Keener comes back in. So with those 3 fouls, Kishman takes a seat. Bullerman inbounds to Johannemeyer. Johannemeyer in the lane to Conway, cuts down on the right block but misses the shot as she banked it long on the rebound attempt, on the drive on the attempt. Meanwhile, Joe Henningmeyer gets the rebound, and there is a foul on the weak side, and the foul committed by MFL MarMac, and this is on Shaw. And Joe Henningmeyer goes to the free throw line. This is a good opportunity for South Winn here.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity. They need to start making some of these free throws and get themselves back in the ball game. If you're the Bulldogs, stop sending them to the line.
Free throw by Joe Henningmeyer. It is short. She'll get another opportunity. Joe Henningmeyer, a 6-foot freshman, gives them 6 points off the ball game. Better than a 50% free throw shooter. Short on the first one. Second free throw on its way, and she stays true to form, making 1 of 2. And it's 28-19. South Winn back down here by 9.
And here's that full court pressure that the Warriors have been doing all game, and a little extra there, maybe looking to trap out of it.
Ruff comes into the offensive end, goes right side to Shaw, but there's a foul. This is on Conway, as the Ruff brought it near side, and Conway with a body foul. That'll be the third on South Winn, and the ball goes on the sideline, where MFL MarMac will take it out of bounds near side.
Well, and they had them stopped. They had it well defended, and they were trying to make that long pass to Shaw, and there was a girl cutting to take that away, so without the body, they might have gotten a steal there.
Conway's third foul. She'll check out as Wilchin comes into the game for South Winn. Boys score. Central City leads Enco at the half, 39-24. Halftime of that boys game. We'll continue to keep you up to date. Meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, they throw it away. As Wickner had it top of the key, tried to go on the right wing, thinking that Ruff was going to stay there, but Ruff had started to move along the baseline, towards the baseline, and the ball harmlessly goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover for the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs stay in that half-court girl-to-girl defense, not putting any pressure on the ball in the backcourt.
Boulderman left side offensively, stops the dribble on the left wing, hounded by Ruff, who knocks it away, and it goes out of bounds in the far corner, and it will stay down here with South Winn. Inside 3 minutes left here in a third quarter in which South Winn has outscored MFL MarMac 6-5. This was similar to our start of the ball game. Boulderman inbounds to Wilchin. Wilchin at the elbow area, middle of the lane, goes down low, trying to go to Bullerman. The ball knocked out of there, but Bullerman able to contain it. Top of the key, Wilchin open for 3. Aired it out. Missed it to the right. Joe Henningmeyer tried to save it out of bounds, but she stepped on the line, trying to save it there, and the ball goes back to MFL MarMac. We mentioned that South Winn doesn't shoot a ton of three-pointers. They'll shoot them, but not like we see some teams.
Yeah, it's not their go-to, but, found herself open, so Chloe Wilchin says, I'm going to try to get us back in this ball game, knock down a shot, and just not quite enough oomph on that one.
All right, substitution as Moonen comes back into the game, and Joe Henningmeyer checks out, and MFL MarMac across the timeline offensively. Ruff. Cut off just inside the left elbow, right wing to Wickner. She's got a lane to the basket, goes up, the shot blocked, but into the hands of Shaw. She misses the putback. Keener slapped out the rebound, but it's picked up there by Bullerman for the Warriors on the far side, and that was a nice drive by Wickner, and a rarity that she didn't finish that off. Bullerman in the corner to Tice. Tice goes baseline and stepped out of bounds as she was able to get a step by Shaw, but forced too far along the baseline, and it is going to be, I believe, a foul instead. So our backside official had the foul called on Shaw. So it will be 2 free throws there for Tice, as it turns out, for South Winn.
Well, our baseline umpire saw a foot on the line. When he's watching that baseline, watching what's happening, that push came from the top side. So the official that was up near the free throw line saw that pretty clear on the backside.
Free throw, it is good. South Winn back within 8. So Shaw picks up her second foul, and once again, another free throw being eyed by Tice, trying to make this a 7-point game. The free throw being eyed, Tice floats the free throw up there. It is short, grazed the front of the rim. Driscoll gets the rebound off the left side, so it remains an 8-point lead. Offensively, left side, Ruff in the offensive end. Ruff in the left wing, as again, she'll work it back over to Driscoll. Driscoll in and out of her hands, but Ruff able to go get it and pick it up near center court, and now MFL MarMac wants a timeout. 2:02 left in the third. Bulldogs still lead by 8 at 28-20.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle, or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way, with a friendly smile and a handshake, right here next door in Elgin and Walk On.
MFL MarMac leads South Winn 28-20. They led by 10 at the half, and South Winn able to get back within 8 here in this third quarter. But MFL MarMac has the basketball leading 28-20 as they use their second timeout. Inbounds to Driscoll, as Driscoll brings it on over the right side to, again, Wickner. Top of the key to Keener. Keener left side to Ruff. And Ruff brings it over back out on top, and right side now to Driscoll. Driscoll to Keener. Keener left side, Ruff open, left wing for three. Got it as that nestles in from the left wing. Bulldogs up by 11 at 31-20. Looked like South Winn was zoned that time.
Yeah, it gave them a different look maybe out of that timeout just to throw them off a little bit, but Bulldogs able to hit a big three.
And 90 seconds left in our third quarter. Wilchin brings it to the elbow and traveled with the basketball. She was looking to go pick and roll, trying to hit Moonen, rolling to the basket, but instead it is a turnover and back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was the right idea. Had the passing lane there, but just drug that back foot as she was looking for the pass instead of planning it and giving a nice hard bounce pass.
Another score to pass along. North Fayette Valley girls lead West Central at the end of 3, 33-16. Meanwhile, Driscoll drives down the lane, takes a little one-handed floater, missed it from 8 feet away. Keener tried to save the rebound. It was an errant shot, missed the rim. And as Keener tries to save it back inbounds, goes out of bounds on the near side. Good efforts, but South Winn gets it back.
You know, South Winn's been getting a lot of opportunities here and just haven't been able to take advantage of enough of them.
All right, at the end of the third quarter, by the way, Key High leads Postville 58-20. Meanwhile, it is again Tice on the right side. Back over to Bullerman. Bullerman near the right corner. Inside a minute left in our third. And she works it on top to Wendhold, who directs the show. Wendhold, hounded by Ruff, and stops the dribble and able to get it on over to Bullerman. Shot clock's inside 10. Bullerman drives left side, just lost it out of bounds. She was trying to get to the basket, and a turnover by South Winn.
And Casey Peak is going to check back in for the Bulldogs. Samantha Ruff's going to check out. We're under a minute to play here, and here's again that full court pressure by the Warriors.
And in the inbounds, Driscoll able to get it to Wickner. And Wickner able to dribble through pressure and into the offensive end, has a lane to the basket, but instead goes to Keener. Her layup left it short. That was a nice dish by Wickner, just did not finish. And I know Coach Bugenhagen, he felt there was some contact there.
Yeah, he thought maybe there was a little bit of contact because Cora Keener missed that a little short, and normally she doesn't miss those.
And Wilchin loses the basketball on an errant pass from Wenthold, who tried to throw it from just off the left side of the top of the key to Wilchin near side, and it goes out of bounds. And the Bulldogs, with 29.7 seconds to go here in the third, they can try to get the last shot if they choose.
And you saw what we talked about with the Bulldogs. When Wickner can get out in space and lead that break, man, she does some great things.
Driscoll, problems getting it inbounds, but does get it to Pika, who brings it left side to Shaw. Shaw drives in, left-handed layup, it's up and in. Shaw took it to the basket. Biggest lead of the night for MFL MarMac at 33-20.
Yeah, a little token pressure here out of Wickner, trying to get that steal and force the Warriors to go length of the court.
And back offensively, Wilchin open, left side for three. Got it from the left wing. Inside 10 seconds to go. That puts the Warriors back within 10. They continue to hang. Backcourt to Driscoll. 5 seconds to go. Loses the ball. Picked up by Tice. Tice saves it back to Bullerman. Bullerman spins, banks it up and in at the buzzer, and suddenly we've got a game. A quick 5-0 flurry by South Winn brings it back within 33-25 at the end of 3. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Innovative Egg Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. The Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Furniture Showcase in Oldwine. Lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. South Winn outscoring MFL MarMac 12-10 in that third quarter. So they continue to hang around. It's 33-25, the conference leading MFL MarMac Bulldogs in the lead as we begin the fourth quarter. It will be Driscoll, Kishman, Shaw, also out there Pika and Wickner for MFL MarMac. And what was our shooting in the third quarter as South Winn breaks the huddle?
Yeah, South Winn, they shot 5 of 8 in that quarter, 2 of 2 from the three-point line. and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. So great shooting for them. For the Bulldogs, they were 4 of 12. 1 of 1 behind the arc, 1 of 1 from the free throw line.
Tice, Bullerman, also out there, Windhold. Moonen out there along with Wilchin. There's the 5 for South Winn. 33-25 as we begin the fourth quarter. And teams have had to really work to get their offensive baskets tonight. Been pretty good defense on both ends.
Yeah, both defenses working hard tonight, and I expect more of it here in this fourth quarter.
Inbounds to Kishman, who is in the backcourt, just to get the inbounds handoff, and she'll give it to Wickner. So into the offensive end is Wickner. Left side to Driscoll. Driscoll brings it towards the middle of the lane, swings it right side to Pika, open, right side, fires up the 3. It's short off the side of the rim. Rebound, Shaw could not come down with it. Wilchin able to take it away as they jostled on the left side of the basket. Wilchin back in the offensive end, tried to go in the lane, knocked away by Kishman. Loose ball picked up by Pika. So Wilchin probably forced it a little too much there.
Yeah, she did a nice job in the defensive rebound. Took it length of the court, but then just pressing a little bit to try to do it with the offense.
Wickner dribbles it off the foot of the defender Bullerman, but it goes into the hands of Kishman. She drives in and scores the right-handed layup. Nobody picked her up there on the drive. Back to a 10-point lead for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, almost double figures for Kishman tonight. She's had a nice night, even with a couple of those fouls.
And in the offensive end, Wenthold. The Warriors just can't get over that 8-point hump here in this second half. Moonen wide open, takes the 15-footer, banks it well long off the left, missed it from the right elbow, and the rebound pulled down by Driscoll. And here's the Bulldogs quickly back into the offensive end. A minute into our fourth quarter. Driscoll drives back over to, again, Kishman. Takes a 15-footer just off the elbow on the right wing. Line drive it short, no good. Moonen gets the rebound.
I think that's a good shot, but I think Kishman didn't get her feet under her, rushed the shot just a little bit.
And hit one in the first half, similar on the other end of the court. So right side is Wenthold behind the back dribble, stops at the elbow and has to feed it back out on top to Wilchin. In the middle of the lane, Wilchin pulls up just inside the free throw line. The shot banks long off the back of the rim, and Bullerman picks up the loose basketball for South Winn, and they will reset offensively. On top, the pass intercepted by Driscoll. Here's a fast break opportunity. Driscoll drives in, the layup no good, but she tumbles to the court, nudged from behind by Bullerman, who goes over to help her out as Bullerman tried to track her down from behind. Driscoll to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, looks a lot more aggressive, I think, than it was, but the officials are going to talk this over and see if there was anything from behind. I don't think there was. I don't think they're going to come to that conclusion, but looked a lot worse, a good collision before that.
And they are going to call that here an intentional foul. So they are going to call it an intentional foul. So they pull everybody off the line. Good hustle by Bullerman there, but a little too physical, and it was Driscoll who went flying. I think what happened is she got nudged going up, and that push, I think, is what it's called.
And I think because it was from behind, I guess that's maybe what they're talking to Coach Galing about, is because it was from behind, that push in the back, that's what's going to cause that intentional foul.
Driscoll's free throw, it is no good, and she'll get another opportunity with a 10-point lead for MFL MarMac. They just haven't been able to pull away here in this second half, but also, again, lead comfortably. Second free throw being eyed by Driscoll, all alone at the free throw line. Second free throw, it is good. And it's 36-25. MFL MarMac leads by 11. Driscoll, by the way, over 60% free throw shooter this year for MFL MarMac at 33 of 50. Shaw checks out for MFL MarMac, and back into the ballgame for them will be Ruff. And Wickner takes it out of bounds after that intentional foul. Bulldogs maintain possession as well. Inbounds to Kishman. Kishman, left block, trying to drive in. Joe Henningmeyer just came in for South Winn, and she blocks the shot as Kishman tried to spin in the lane just off the right block. Nothing doing. Wilchin back into the offensive end. Back over to Bullerman. Left side to Wilchin. Open. Left side. Fires up the 3. Got it again. And again, they're back within 8. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Wickner, bodied by Bullerman, who goes sliding at center court, is called for the block, and that'll be the third whistle on South Winn here in our fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is a situation that we saw the Bulldogs in that third quarter. A lot of those fouls early. South Winn, same kind of MO here. That's their third foul in this quarter. That's the third foul against Bullerman.
All right, let's get you caught up to date on a couple of scores as they go backcourt to Wickner. Turkey Valley now leads Central 36-25, so they've overcome that halftime deficit. And in the fourth, it is 36-26. The North Ed Valley girls lead West Central. Meanwhile, left side, Pika took the jump shot from near the left top of the key. Between that and the wing, the shot is no good. Bullerman gets the rebound, and South Winn, can they get below 8 here in this fourth quarter? Bullerman back out on top to Tice. Tice guarded by Wickner, and there's the fourth foul on Wickner. So that was an armbar foul, and that's the first on the Bulldogs here in the fourth.
Well, and that's one of those where if you do that down low and a lot of traffic, it probably doesn't get called. There's a lot of physicality. When it's one-on-one and you're up between the circles and you just stick that arm bar out, they're going to call that because you're trying to gain that advantage.
With 5.5 to go, she'll stay on the court and play through it. Bullerman drives in left side, gets a step by Wickner. There's a foul, and if this is on Wickner, she's going to foul out. She came over to help out defensively, and that is indeed on Wickner. With 5:25 to go in the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs' leading scorer fouls out of this ball game.
Yeah, and she stepped over, and she did a nice job of just getting herself set, standing tall there and knowing there might be some contact, but she didn't want to lean into the shooter, but she's going to get called for that foul.
So Shaw checks back in, and this for the Bulldogs. You're out with your top ball handler. Free throw on its way by Bullerman. It is no good off the back of the rim. So now, if you're MFL MarMac, you're going to have to lean on Pika and Ruff to handle the ball along with Driscoll.
And they're very capable of doing that, but you like having Wickner on there. She brings you so much, both offensively and defensively. A rough night for her tonight.
Second free throw by Bullerman. It is short off the front of the rim. They come up empty. It remains an 8-point MFL MarMac lead. Pika brings it left side offensively. In the lane to Kishman. Middle of the lane, takes a shot over Joe Henningmeyer and fouled as Kishman crashes to the floor just off the right side of the lane. And a good move by Kishman. Used her body kind of as a shield. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
And I can see what Coach Galing was talking about, because Kishman, when she's undersized against Joe Henningmeyer in there, uses that lead hand to maybe gain a little advantage on the hip, but takes it off right away. So I'm sure that's what he was talking about with the officials, of that hook that Kishman kind of hints at.
Free throw by Kishman. It is short. By the way, Joe Henningmeyer's 4th foul. She'll check out. Moonin back into the game for the Warriors. 5:16 left in the fourth. Bulldogs lead 36-28. And Kishman will have the second free throw opportunity for MFL MarMac. Try to put him back up by 9. Free throw on its way. Kishman's second free throw. Short off the front of the rim, but Driscoll gets the rebound but cannot hang on to it. And we've got a jump off. A timeout by MFL MarMac. So Driscoll looked like she was losing the ball, but Coach Bugenhagen takes a timeout, and the Bulldogs will steal a possession. 5:13 to go here in the fourth. They lead by 8. Timeout, MFL MarMac. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life. So a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Bugenhagen on that far sideline. And again, this is always one of those calls that coaches get away with, and they take a timeout, and sometimes the possession's really yet to be decided, but the backside official there, right by Coach Bugenhagen, gave him the call.
Yeah, gave him the call, so they're going to take the ball on the left side of their hoop here, run a little stack set.
And inbounds to Driscoll. Driscoll right side to Ruff. We have a final score. North Fayette Valley has defeated West Central 60-24, the final score there. Meanwhile, a correction, that is actually Postville and Keyhigh. Keyhigh won 60-24 over Postville. Meanwhile, left side, Pika has a lane to the basket, drives in the shot, blocked by Moonin, but Moonin called for the foul, reached over top. Pika to the free throw line for 2. So it is again Keyhigh beating Postville 60-24, the final score there.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that final for North Fayette Valley. West Central, haven't heard anything. Is Maquoketa Valley Starmont still playing
Expect
tonight?
to get a final score of that ball game, hopefully. Free throw on its way by Pika. It is good, and it's 37-28. By the way, the North Fayette Valley girls lead by 10 in the fourth. West Central's made a bit of a run there at 36-26. Second free throw by Pika. That one no good. Missed it to the left. Kishman goes fighting for the rebound along with Moonin. Goes off the hands of Kishman, and it goes back to South Winn. The teams in the bottom of the conference tonight are causing some problems tonight for the top teams in the league.
Well, it's competitive. They want to be competitive. They want to push those top teams, and we see it here tonight in Monona.
And left side, it is again Bullerman, who twisted an ankle on the drive in, tried to work it in the lane, tried to go there to Moonin, but it's intercepted by Driscoll, and then they end up tied up, and a foul is called on Moonin, which will be the 5th foul on South Winn. So the Bulldogs are in the bonus, the final 4:41 here in the fourth.
And you could see that the Warrior there had her arm kind of stuck in and was trying to get it out, and Driscoll did a nice job of ripping that ball away, and that's what got the foul.
And we have sub at the table there as Bullerman, a bit gimpy, Walking there near center court. Driscoll to the free throw line. Again, this is 2. Free throw on its way there, and it is good. So MFL MarMac's committed 2 fouls. South Winn never really took advantage of being in the bonus in the third quarter. And let's see if MFL MarMac can take advantage of it here. As the second free throw being eyed by Driscoll, and it's back to a 10-point lead. Driscoll's second free throw, it is good, makes them both 39-28. MFL MarMac again leads by 11.
And Allison Hageman checked in there for Bullerman. They're taking a look at her ankle, leg area.
And across the timeline, Wenhold loses the handle on it, but she's able to go track it down and has it in the offensive end. Stops the dribble, tried to go back out on top to Tice. It's thrown into the backcourt. South Winn, and Pika goes down on the floor for it and loses it out of bounds. Had Pika just let it go out of bounds, it would have been South Winn's ball, or if they would have let Hageman touch it, it would have been over and back.
Yeah, they just didn't get to it quite quick enough, and I understand what Pika's trying to do there. Let that thing go out of bounds.
Yeah, and she, I guess, thought she had a good chance at it. So Shaw checks out for MFL MarMac as Keener comes in. So left side with the basketball, Hageman taken away by Ruff and strips it away as Hageman drove it to the left elbow. Good help defense there. Driscoll across the timeline, halfway point of our fourth quarter. Driscoll at the right elbow area, loses the handle on it, and then traveled with the basketball. Couldn't stop by the time she controlled it. Pivot foot went sliding, and again, they thought maybe she was bumped, but did not control things, and the Bulldogs turn it right back over.
I think she was bumped a little earlier in that possession, but by the time she got there, just a little out of control, and that foot drug.
MFL MarMac, the conference leader, leads by 11 right now. As we go inside 4 minutes in the quarter, Moonen on the right block area, covered. Hands it back to Tice. She drives in. Right-handed layup. It's up and in. Nice bank shot there by Tice. 39-30. South Winn claws back within 9.
Yeah, they're just never able to get over that hump. They get it to 6-7, but they can't get any better than that right now.
Driscoll dribbles through pressure, brings it in the offensive end. Left side to Pika. Left wing for 3. Got it. Huge three-pointer by Pika. 3.5 to go. Bulldogs up a dozen.
Yeah, big shot by Pika there. Shooting with confidence. Able to knock that down.
And offensively, it is again South Winn. They go down in the lane to Moonen on the right block. Gets a step by Kishman. Leaves it short. Kishman had fallen down. And there is a foul. This is on the weak side. And this foul, I believe, is on MFL MarMac fighting for the rebound off the left side.
Yeah, you can see the Bulldogs being aggressive because they're only sitting at 3 fouls now with that foul. So still being aggressive on the boards, trying to get back in there.
The foul on Keener, her first, third on MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, Moonen, along with Hageman, check out. Bullerman back in there. Good to see. And also in there as well for them will be a Wenhold. Wenhold, deep right corner, open for 3. That shot off the front of the rim. Wilchin gets the rebound on the left, takes a little drop step move, misses the shot, and the rebound pulled down by Keener off the right side. 3-minute mark, and MFL MarMac up by a dozen now. Backcourt area, Driscoll. They look to trap, but she's able to get away from it. Brings it in the offensive end, left side to Keener. Keener in the corner to Pika. Pika at the left elbow, hands it back to Driscoll. Driscoll drives baseline, trying to wrap around, cut off on the baseline, back to Pika on the left wing. Still plenty of time on the shot clock, and Pika brings it back out on top. Shot clock's down to 10. You may want to start to pick it up a little bit. Pika, backdoor, tried to go to Ruff, knocked out of there into the hands of Kishman. Kishman from the elbow, 15-footer, grazes the front of the rim. Shot clock was winding down. Wenhold the rebound. Ahead of the pack is Wilchin. Her layup, no good. She's crashing to the floor as Ruff with a foul. And Wilchin to the free throw line for 2 with 2:28 left in the fourth.
You know, they work their offense, which the Bulldogs need to do in the offensive end, but you got to get a good look. And I know Kishman rushed that a little bit, so it came off flat. She can knock that shot down. But nobody crashing the boards there, and then to get the run out, so they had to foul Wilchin from behind. So put her on the free throw line for a couple of throws.
Free throw on its way by Wilchin. It is good, and it's 42-31. Bulldogs in the lead. We have another girls' final. North Fayette Valley has defeated West Central 43-31. That ball game tonight at West Central. 43-31, North Fayette Valley victorious. Wilchin, second free throw. It is good. South Winn will have to try to take advantage of any free throws they can here. They're back within 10 with 2:28 left in the fourth. Inbounds to Driscoll. Driscoll in the backcourt, pushes it ahead to Kishman, who drives in the offensive end. Kishman bounce pass to Keener. Shot blocked there by Wilchin. Wilchin got back defensively. Keener picks up the loose basketball and saves it on the wing to Pika. Right side for 3. Got it. Pika with another 3. There's a foul away from the play. Pika nails the three-pointer, and it's 45-32. Bulldogs in the lead.
And I'm curious what this call is going to be, because this was definitely away from it, and they may be calling a double foul here because both of those girls got tied up and went tumbling to the floor.
Boy, it's been a while. We are going to have a double foul indeed. So the foul committed on Wilchin for 1 foul, and the other foul committed there on Keener. So they both ended up on the floor,
Yeah,
but Pika has hit 2 huge threes in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, those two were tied up and pushing and trying to jostle for position there, and they both went down hard into each other. But they're going to give the basket to Pika.
Yep.
And they're going to give the ball back here to South Winn.
So South Winn approaching the 2-minute mark, now down by 13. We have another boys score. Central City leads Edco at the end of 3, 61-31. Meanwhile, driving in lane is Bullerman, and Bullerman fouled as she was able to get to the basket off the left side. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, that's a good drive there by Bullerman, knowing we got to get to the free throw line or we got to get easier shots. So trying to get into the lane there, and it got a good look, but going to have to earn them here.
Bullerman for 2, and 2:04 to go in the fourth. Free throw, it is good as it nestled in for the first one. Also, by the way, at the scorer's table will be Hageman getting ready to check in for Bullerman. And for South Winn, any chance they can score without the clock moving here would be huge. Second free throw being eyed by Bullerman. Second free throw hit the front of the rim, rolls through, 45-34. And they will now check Bullerman out. And here's again that full court pressure by South Winn.
Yeah, Bullerman's got those 4 fouls, so they're trying to keep her in the ball game. Offense, defensive switch here with Hageman.
So again, the full court pressure. Ruff takes it out of bounds, gets it into the corner to Pika. Pika double teamed, and wisely gets it out of it to Ruff. And ahead to Driscoll. Good job beating the pressure. Driscoll drives into the offensive end. South Winn gets back defensively, and MFL MarMac will bring it back out on top. They can work some clock here as Driscoll has the ball knocked away into the backcourt. She can go get it because it was deflected by South Winn. Driscoll over to, again, Kishman at the right elbow. Back out on top to Pika. Pika with it, and now a hand check foul committed there by Hageman. So 1:40 to go, and that will put MFL MarMac to the free throw line for 2.
Well, and I think South Winn is realizing they're going to try to run clock. We need to try to get that possession back, so put them on the free throw line, take our chances there.
Allison Hageman committed the foul. That is her 4th. And the free throw on its way by Pika, it is good. So Pika having a huge fourth quarter here. Substitution with those 4 fouls. Hageman checks out. Bullerman comes back into the game for the Warriors. Second free throw being eyed there by Pika. Second free throw, it popped in and out. No good. Keener knocked the rebound away out of bounds, and it goes back to South Winn.
Yeah, Pika with 8 points here in the fourth quarter. She's been huge. A couple of threes and a couple trips to the free throw line.
8 of the 13 points here in the fourth quarter scored by Pika. And again, having to step up is more of a scoring role after Wickner fouled out with just under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. So offensively, Wilchin drives baseline, tried to throw it to Johannemeyer, pass thrown behind her. Johannemeyer just came in, picked up by Keener, and MFL MarMac forces a turnover. Pika back into the offensive end. And again, if you are MFL MarMac, use all of the shot clock if you can here, as it's down to 25 seconds. Pika right side to Kishman, and Kishman does the smart thing there. I'm just going to hold on to the basketball and bring it back out on top to Pika. We approach 1 minute left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock is down to 12 seconds. And Driscoll back to Pika as they run their motion on top. Pika brings it right side. Stops, needs some help. Shot clock's down to 5. Driscoll loses the ball in the lane. The ball now goes back towards center court. It's picked up by Pika in the backcourt, but you've either got a shot clock violation or you've got an over and back violation. Either way, MFL MarMac turns the ball over back to South Winn, but only 49 seconds now left in the game.
And one of those things, you'd love to get a shot off, but as long as you maintain possession for those 35 seconds, South Winn does not have the ball.
Bullerman takes it out of bounds in front of the South Winn bench on the far side. Inbounds to, again, Wenthold. Wenthold back over to Wilchin. Her shot just off the right block. Gets up and in, and a quick timeout as South Winn back within 10, 46-36 with 44 seconds left in the fourth. Quick timeout by the Warriors. We'll take this break with them.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
MFL MarMac, again, they led by 1 at the end of 1. They had a 10-point lead at the half, and they've been right there, leading anywhere between 8 and 13 points in this fourth quarter. But time running out on South Winn, they trail by 10. South Winn has played much better this game than in the first matchup against MFL MarMac.
Yeah, South Winn not able to get over that 10-point hump.
Inbounds, Kishman is run into on the inbounds pass. The official put the ball down and started the 5-second clock as MFL MarMac came out of the huddle. Kishman caught the ball on the inbounds from Driscoll, and it was Tice reaching in and commits the foul. Correction there, Conway with the foul, and Kishman back to the free throw line for two. 43.6 seconds to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, we'll walk the length of the court here, and Ava Kishman going to have to gain her composure after going tumbling to the ground here. She's going to have two.
Kishman has had a solid game offensively tonight for MFL MarMac as well. And the free throw being eyed by one of two seniors for MFL MarMac, and that free throw is good. 47-36 is the score. Bullerman checks in, and Hageman checks out. And also coming into the ball game as Conway checks out, it is number 4 in Wenthold. So the second free throw being eyed here by Kishman, trying to make it back to a 12-point lead. Free throw on its way there, and that one's off the back of the rim. It is no good. That should do it, though. 1 of 2 the rest of the way. You should be in good shape. So here is Bullerman into the offensive end. South Winn will have to try to get some threes off here in a hurry. They go back out on top offensively with Wenthold. Wenthold left side, Wilchin open, left wing for 3, off the front of the rim. It is short, and Kishman got the rebound. Foul is Driscoll with 26.3 seconds to go. South Winn was fighting uphill all night long. Just could never get any closer than 8 here in this second half.
Yeah, and I think their defense really did a nice job tonight, settling in there and making it tough for the Bulldogs. Giving them fits all night long, but offensively not able to get over. They get within 6 at one point.
8 in the second half.
8 in the second half, and just not able to get over that.
Free throw by Driscoll. It is no good. MFL MarMac shot free throws very well the first half. And again, a couple of substitutions. This is offensive-defensive switches as Joe Henningmeyer checks out along with Tice. Back into the game for them is number 5 into the game in Hageman, and also back in there as well as Conway. Second free throw by Driscoll. It is good. 1 of 2. 48-36. MFL MarMac in the lead. 26 seconds to go here in our fourth quarter. And back across the timeline offensively, it is once again Hageman. Hageman to Wilchin, drives in, pick and roll, nice feed down to Conway, swings to the right side but misses the layup. Kishman gets the rebound back to Ruff. Keener will hold the basketball, and they'll work it with Driscoll as we go inside 10 seconds to go in the ball game. MFL MarMac pushed in this ball game tonight, but they had an answer every time South Winn made a charge. And MFL MarMac continues to keep a hold on first place in the Upper Iowa Conference. They fight past a gritty South Winn team tonight by a final score of 48-36. With the win, MFL MarMac 11-6, 11-1 in the conference. South Winn drops to 5-9, 4-7 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats and the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
MFL MarMac girls win 48-36. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start with the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs were led tonight by Casey Pika with 11, Emma Driscoll with 10, Ava Kishman with 10. 6 points for Autumn Shaw, 5 points for Samantha Ruff, 3 points for Emmy Wickner, 2 points for Cora Keener, 1 point for Evelyn Fritz. 48 points tonight, 7 of 14 from the free throw line in that fourth quarter.
South Winn's totals.
South Winn was led by Chloe Wilchin with 12 points, Carissa Wenthold with 11, 7 points for Vanessa Bullerman, 3 points for Alexis Johenningmeyer, and 3 points for Ella Tice. 36 points tonight. They ended up with 20 turnovers, but I think they played really good defensively.
Other girls' finals, Turkey Valley has defeated Central 44-34. Keyhigh over Postville 60-24. North Fayette Valley beating West Central 43-31. A quick break. When we return, the Chalk Talk for the boys game next.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
It's time now for the Warrior Bulldog Boys game. This is a matchup of two of the top three teams in the Upper Iowa Conference. The Warriors are 8-2 in the league with a loss to North Fayette Valley and an overtime loss to MFL MarMac. They look to even up their series with the Bulldogs. For MFL MarMac, they sit just a game back of first place. They're coming off 2 solid wins over the weekend. They go for the season sweep of the Warriors and try to keep their conference title hopes alive. It's time now for game number 2 with South Winn and MFL MarMac. The Chalk Talk next.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by South Winn boys basketball coach Derek Taylor. Coach, your team now 10-2, 8-2 in the conference. Good non-conference win last night, beat Crestwood 79-55. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, Crestwood's a lot better than the record indicates. They've given a lot of really good teams a lot of trouble, so we knew it was going to be a tough game. We thought the key to the game was limit their three-point shooting. They've been doing that really well this year, and I thought our boys were able to do that, force them into a lot of tough shots. And it helped us win the game last night. We kept their three-point shooting down, and we were able to shoot the ball a lot better than we have in the past couple of games, so that certainly helped out.
All right, now let's go through starting lineup for your team in tonight's game.
So our starting lineup's been the one thing this year that's been pretty consistent. I start Braden Todd at point guard. Last night he shot the ball really well. He's a heck of a distributor for us, been our leader, so to speak. We start Nolan Sabelka at the other guard spot. Heck of a defensive player, senior, been with us a long time. Carson Streeter starts at one wing spot for us. He's a three-level playmaker for us. He can get in the lane, shoots the ball, plays great defense for us. We start Mattson Whining at the other wing spot, forward spot. We call him the quiet guy on our team. He ends up scoring every night, but he doesn't make a lot of noise doing it. Just real consistent. Can score at all three levels. And then we start Caden Franzen in the middle of the lane there. Great interior scorer, high percentage shooter for us. Another senior that's been with me a long time that's come a long way.
All right, some kids contribute off the bench, too, for you.
Yeah, so the rotations there with injuries and stuff have looked a little different right now. Junior Carver Wenthold comes off the bench for us. A little bit of a streaky shooter, but a quick kid, plays good defense, good trapping the ball, good at getting the ball in the lane. He's got a nice floater. We play another freshman off the bench, Jordan Eink. Good three-point shooter, a lot of potential there. Flashes that ability to get in the lane, shoot the deep ball. And then right now, our guy off the bench will probably be Kale Kleppe, another junior. Just a kid that's always got his nose for the ball, right? Makes the right cut, takes opportunities when they get there for him.
All right, MFL MarMac, you dropped an overtime decision, the first matchup. What do you know about the Bulldogs?
Rivalry game. We know that that's going to be a tough game. Like you said, we lost to them in overtime, so I know the boys are itching to play them again, and going to their house is always one of the toughest games we play, right? Good guard play. Parker Keel, one of the best guards in our conference, great defender, 3-level scorer, shoots the ball well. Brock Hackett's been playing a long time for MFL, another great shooter, right? You can't leave him open, otherwise he's going to hurt you. Carter Lightfoot, third guard, shoots the ball well, super fast guy off the dribble, so he's a hard person to contain in man-to-man defense. And then the Meany kid in the middle of the lane, boy, he's really improved since last year. Big body, finishes at a high percentage around the basket, and rebounds well.
All right, keys in the ball game for Southwind. What do you have to do then?
We got to limit, once again, we got to limit three-point shooting and second opportunities from Meany on the rebounding end. And then for us, defensively and offensively, we've got to shoot the ball well, right? MFL plays great defense, and so we've got to be able to hit shots to win the game. If we don't hit shots well, they're going to take advantage of it and transition and score on us.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too now. Southwind basketball coach Derek Taylor and his Warrior team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hopfler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach your team 12-2, 9-1 in the conference. Nice non-conference win on Saturday at Upper Iowa. Defeated Charles City 75-65. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was a real good win for us. Charles City's a real athletic and talented basketball team. I believe that in the first half it was a pretty good affair. I think it was 35-35 at halftime. We were able to sneak out a 9-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and we were able to get away with a 10-point victory.
All right, so certainly a good win for you guys there after a win on Friday night against Clayton Ridge. Let's go through starting a lineup for your team tonight.
All right, tonight we'll start Landon Meany in the middle. We'll start Carter Lightfoot and Brock Hackett at guards, and then we'll have Eli Hansen and Parker Keel at forwards.
All right, and I know some kids contribute off the bench for you too.
Yeah, Tristan Bacon will come off the bench, Wesley Corlett will come off the bench, and Jaron Willie will come off the bench for us, and we'll see where we go from there.
All right, the big thing we've seen from your team offensively, though, 4 guys in double figures much of this year.
Yeah, we have. On Saturday, I think we had all 5 starters were in double figures, which was good to see. So we're doing a good job of sharing the basketball, and kids are starting to put the ball in the hole.
All right, now let's talk about Southwind. I know you won an overtime decision earlier. What do you know about the Warriors?
Well, they got good size. They are talented and they are athletic, and I believe that they right now are on a 6-game winning streak. They beat Cresco pretty bad last night, so they're coming in with a little momentum.
All right, keys in the ball game for MFL MarMac. Then what do you have to do?
Well, we're going to have to be on our game in all areas. We're going to have to play well defensively. We're going to have to play well offensively. We're going to have to take care of the basketball.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn and his Bulldog team. The Chalk Talk continues after this. TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Elkader on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto Home Business Crop Farm and Life, Smithy's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, and by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Welcome back to Monona, game number 2 with MFL MarMac and South Winn. Our girls final tonight, MFL MarMac won 48-36. Other girls finals, Turkey Valley beat Central 44-34, Keyhigh over Postville 60-24, North Fayette Valley beat West Central 43-31. And in boys basketball tonight, Central City has defeated Edco by a final score of 73-48. Here we go with the boys game. Bulldogs 12-2, South Winn 10-2. Bulldogs 9-1 in the conference, Warriors 8-2 in the conference. A big matchup for who keeps their conference hopes alive.
Yeah, they're right there with each other last time, an overtime 1-point thriller. So curious to see what they come out and try to do. I think if you're South Winn, do you try to run with the Bulldogs? You got to find a way to stop their runs. You know, they put together those streaks where they score, 8-10 points. You got to find a way to answer that. If you're the Bulldogs, can you keep up with the athleticism that South Winn puts there out on the court? Because they put a lot of athletes. When they put things together, they are a tough ball club.
South Winn led offensively by Mason Winnings. He's a 6'4" junior, averages 18 points a ball game, 7 rebounds. Carson Streeter, a 6'3" junior, averages 17 points a ball game. They're the table setters for South Winn.
Yeah, absolutely. When you got two guys pushing 20 points and 7 rebounds each, that's great for them. But then you put Braden Todd right behind him, almost 12 points, 5 rebounds, and Caden Barton Franzen right after him with another 8 points, 7 rebounds. You got a lot of guys who can score. That speaks volumes for this team.
Speaking of a team with a lot of guys who can score, MFL MarMac has 4 in double figures. Parker Keel, 18 points a ball game. Landon Meany, 12 points a ball game. Carter Lightfoot, 11 points a ball game. Brock Hackett, and 11 points a ball game.
Yeah, you've got great scorers there, consistent scorers. As I said, they like to put together those runs. They use their defense to kind of fuel that offense. They love getting runouts and making this a track meet.
MFL MarMac averages 72 points a ball game. South Winn, 69 points a ball game. Greg Schiller is ready courtside with the starting lineups here for our boys game tonight. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to MFL MarMac High School for tonight's boys varsity basketball game between the South Winneshiek Warriors and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. The Warriors are coached by Derek Taylor, assisted by Mitch Harold and Logan Schweinefuss. The Bulldogs are coached by Eric Detbarn, assisted by Michael Moon and Corey Donlin. Officials for tonight's game are Jim Hammerand, Keith Copeman, and Isaiah Langlois. Now the starting lineups first for the Warriors. Number 1, Braden Todd. For the Bulldogs, a 6'6" senior from Farmersburg, Iowa. Number 0, Landon Meany. For the Warriors, number 2, Nolan Sabelka. For the Bulldogs, 5'10" junior from Luena, Iowa. Number 1, Carter Lightfoot. For the Warriors, number 3, Matson Winings. For the Bulldogs, a 6'4" junior from Watson, Iowa. Number 5, Eli Hansen. For the Warriors, number 22, Caden Franzen. For the Bulldogs, a 6' senior from Sny McGill, Iowa. Number 10, Brock Hackett. And finally for the Warriors, number 23, Carson Streeter. And for the Bulldogs, a 6' senior from Ion, Iowa. Number 23, Parker Keel.
There you have it. Starting lineup. Sny McGill being represented in the starting lineup. I think they got an ice fishery coming up next month, by the way.
They do. They're going to have plenty of ice right now. That's
All right.
for sure.
So, keys in this ball game. We mentioned the numbers are about the same. South Winn averages 16.7 assists. MFL MarMac 16.5. Turnovers. South Winn about a dozen a game. MFL MarMac 12.8 turnovers a ball game. Both teams, South Winn shoots a little better, 45% from the field, where MFL MarMac is 43%. Bulldogs a little better from the three-point line at 30% compared to 29% for South Winn. But the free throw line, MFL MarMac near 70% and South Winn at 59%. Should be a fun game.
It should be a fun game. I think some of those intangibles and that selfless basketball is going to be huge tonight.
Winings to jump it up along with, again, Meany. And the tip is won by Meaning into the backcourt. Our boys' game is underway. Man-to-man starting up for South Winn. Hackett at the free throw line, trying to spin right side, stops, and then hands it back to Hansen. Hansen from the elbow, bounces it to Meany. Meany on the right block, baseline 10-foot shot, long, goes off the left side of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Sabelka. Back in the offensive end, quickly is South Winn. Todd, middle of the lane, pulling up, facing the basket. The little runner there by Sabelka. It is no good. And here's a rebound as South Winn is going to be fouled, as getting the rebound was Winings, and he'll go to the free throw line for two as he went up for the putback.
Yeah, Matson Winings got to the middle of the lane there and got that ball that came right over the rim, and Eli Hansen tried to go up and block that, got a little piece of the arm, so he's going to have to earn them for two.
And again, he is a junior. Free throw on its way. It is good. South Winn strikes first. Last time these teams, you know, we talk about how they average around 70 points a ball game, but it was a hard-fought four-quarter ball game. Last time they played, 4 quarters plus because they went overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. A great ball game last time around. We expect the same tonight.
Winning second free throw. It is good, and South Winn strikes first, and they lead 2-0, 30 seconds in. Hackett's in the offensive end. Goes off a pick in the corner to Hansen. Hansen left corner on top to Lightfoot. Lightfoot drives, takes a little left-handed runner. It's up and in. Little layup there from Lightfoot. Got to the rack using his left hand. We're knotted at 2.
Yeah, great acceleration by Carter Lightfoot and get that step before the defender could come over and try to block.
Streeter to Todd. Ball deflected, but Todd picks it up. Left side, they work it out over with Sabelka. Sabelka back over to Todd. Todd right side offensively to Streeter. Streeter drives in. Double pump layup from the right side. No good. Gets his own rebound from the left and lays it up and in. Streeter kept right with it. And it's 4-2 as South Winn gets another offensive rebound to keep possession alive.
Yeah, that's huge for them to be able to crash those boards.
Lightfoot to Keel. Keel's first touch on offense. South Winn looks to really kind of trap, but they get it over to Hansen. He drives in left side. Left-handed layup up and in. Good recognition there by Keel. They were overloading to the right, so we're knotted at 4.
Yeah, Keel touched the ball. It was an automatic double, so I expect to see more of that tonight.
MFL MarMac in the 1-3-1 defense with Keel playing the top. And right side, it is again Streeter. Streeter to Todd along the baseline. Wraparound pass. They try to go back out on top to Streeter, and it is Keel on the far right corner. Trying to pick it up there. Lost it out of bounds. Our official at first was going to signal that the ball goes to MFL MarMac, but it goes to South Winn. And it will be taken out in the far corner.
Yeah, I think he thought, hey, the other team had it. We're going this way. And he caught himself. He goes, nope, my mistake. We're staying here because Keel able to get to that ball but not able to save that before he touches the out of bounds.
We have another girls' final tonight. Maquoketa Valley has defeated Starmont 69-16. Meanwhile, we're knotted at 4. Todd, right side open for 3. Aired it out long. Hansen, good read on it. Picked it out of midair and gets the rebound for the Bulldogs. Hackett back in the offensive end. Crossover dribble. Cut off. Meany at the elbow. Drives in. Takes a little leaner off left side. Up and in. Tough shot. Just outside the left lane. Hit that jump shot. Bulldogs lead 6-4. We're 2 minutes in.
Yeah, just a nice shot there by Meany. When he goes straight up instead of fading, he's a tough out.
Todd, right side in the corner. Sabelka, deep right corner for 3. Got it from the right wing. 7-6. Warriors go back up by 1. Quickly in the offensive end is Hackett. Hackett, top of the key. Hands it back to Lightfoot. Lightfoot, left side, back over right wing to Hackett. Hackett drives in, little left-handed runner, hits over the front of the rim and then slides right through. Nice move there by Hackett, getting the hometown roll.
Yeah, just crawled over the top there.
8-7, Bulldogs retake the lead in the back and forth opening quarter. Right side along the baseline, and his Winings goes back over on top there to Streeter. Streeter drove into the lane and a reach-in foul on the floor by MFL MarMac. That'll be the second whistle on the Bulldogs, and the reach-in foul, I believe, committed there by Lightfoot.
And Carson Streeter, one of the taller guys on the court, but starts on the wing and likes to attack that angle towards the basket.
Streeter tried to throw it diagonally against the 1-3-1, and the pass deflected out of there by Hansen, and now we've got a jump ball as Hackett is tied up on the right side of the basket along with Barton Franson, and it will stay down here with the Warriors.
Yeah, nice entry pass there. Streeter trying to go diagonally. A lot of hands there. Hansen able to tip that up.
Todd takes it out of bounds on the right baseline area. In the corner, Sabelka, another three short from the far right corner. Lightfoot gets the rebound outside the lane for the Bulldogs on the right side. Back to Keel offensively. Hackett on the left block. Trying to, again, post up, but no luck. Goes over to Keel. Keel drives in, gets to the basket, but misses the floater. Tried the left hand from the right side, missed the shot. Todd back in the offensive end for the Warriors. Back over on top, the ball knocked away into the hands of Keel. Keel with a fast break, drives in and scores the left-handed layup. 10-7 MFL MarMac a steal as Keel knocks away the inbounds pass, but the Warriors maintain possession.
Yeah, just a good defensive hands there, quickness to be able to tip that ball to Keel, and then Keel not quite able to get it, but he got a hand on it.
Streeter knocked away by Keel into the backcourt, and a foul on Streeter as they wrestled for the basketball at center court. So Keel causing a problem against this top of the 1-3-1.
Well, and normally on a 1-3-1, they're trying to throw it over the top, which Keel has the elevation to be able to go get that, but these are low passes and that he's getting tips on.
Timeout, South Winn, 4:35 to go in the opening act. Bulldogs the early lead at 10-7.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
10-7, MFL MarMac the early lead, 3.5 minutes into this ball game, and up and down the court we go here.
Yeah, a lot of physicality, a lot of aggressive defense there on both ends of the court so far.
So Keel inbounds it near side to Lightfoot, brings it across the timeline, 4.5 left in the opening act. Keel has it at the free throw line, left side to Hackett. Hackett drives in, feeds it over to Meany. Meany hands it back to Hackett in the corner, and Hackett goes back over to Keel on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Hansen. Hansen drives baseline, gets in. The shot blocked, though. Defensively, he tried to challenge Winings, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs, and it'll go to South Winn. Good help defense there by South Winn. Bulldogs come up empty.
Yeah, coming over and help on Hansen on the drive and able to block that away from him.
Another boys score at the end of one. Keyhigh leads Postville 24-10 at the end of one. Meanwhile, Winings will have to check out of this ball game here. Maybe a little blood he's dealing with.
I think, yeah, he's got a scratch somewhere, a little bit of bleeding, so they're going to have to tape him up quick, and they're going to want to get him back in. That'll give us our first substitute, number 11.
And that is Cale Kleppe. He is a 6'1 junior for South Winn. Streeter, right side in the offensive end, Sabelka in the lane, trying to go to, that time, working it down low there to Kleppe. The ball is knocked out of there by MFL MarMac, and now, as South Winn got the handle on it again, it's knocked back away by MFL MarMac, and Todd was able to stay away from it, and it goes out of bounds near center court. Todd, left side in the offensive end. And right side, the ball knocked away by Keel, but Sabelka feeds it back to Todd in the corner. Streeter, deep left corner for three, got it. And we're knotted at 10, 3:45 left in the opening act.
Yeah, big shot by Streeter there deep in the corner, and again, good job by Keel, continuing to tip balls at the top of that.
And top of the key, here's Hackett for three. It's off the back of the rim, missed it, and the rebound pulled down there by Sabelka for South Winn. So back in the offensive end, Streeter stops the dribble, hands it back to Sabelka. Sabelka, left side, still goes into the corner, and with it there is Todd. Todd, deep left corner, and in the lane, trying to throw it over top, and he gets it to Winings on the right block, but Keel, who drops down defensively, reaches in, tried to force a jump ball, but instead is called for the foul. Keel dropped all the way down from the top of the 1-3-1.
From the top of that was an over-the-top pass. That was Todd looking for Barton Franzen posting up on the opposite corner, and Keel just dove on that, got a hand on it, but must have got a piece of the arm.
Right side, they'll take it inbounds, and they work it right in the right side to Kleppe. Kleppe shot up and in from the right side. He cut through from the right side. Kleppe comes right off the bench and scores a basket for the Warriors. They lead 12-10.
And they're still working on Winings on the sideline there, so trying to get him sewed up.
And offensively, left side, Hackett with the basketball, and now we've got a foul, and this is away from the ball, and this is on MFL MarMac. Believe somebody set a screen, and the foul committed there by the Bulldogs, Hansen. And that is the foul on Hansen away from the ball.
And I believe that's Hansen's second foul, so we're going to get a substitute here for the Bulldogs. Their first guy off the bench is going to be number 12, Wesley Corlett. Eli Hansen's going to go to the bench here.
Corlett has given MFL MarMac a lift off the bench this season. He averages nearly 7 points a ball game. Streeter inside 3 minutes left in our first quarter. South Winn with the basketball, and Todd just traveled with the basketball. Just he switched pivot feet there?
He did. He took a step before he put that ball down, and just traveled with the basketball.
So turnover gives it back to MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, Winings.
Number 24,
Number 24 coming in, and that is Logan Teescatter, a 6'3 junior. Lightfoot drives in, has the ball knocked away on the drive-in left side. It'll stay down here. Checking out of the ball game was Barton Franzen, by the way, for the Warriors.
Well, they're working on Winings right now, and I think he's got a scratch on his face. Looks like it's above the eye because they've been putting pressure on it, and they can't seem to get that stopped, so he's going to go back to the locker room, try to get that sewn up.
Lightfoot back over to Keel. Keel drives left side, but just lost the handle on the basketball. Picked up by South Winn into the hands of Todd. Bulldogs turn it over. Streeter back offensively. Swings it right side, Sabelka. Sabelka covered, tried to feed it in the lane, trying to work down low there to Teescatter, but the ball is kicked out of there. And as it turns out, there's going to be a foul as that ball was never really controlled. And by the time that Sabelka got it, there was a reach-in foul committed by MFL MarMac, and that is the 5th foul on MFL MarMac. South Wind's only committed 1.
Yeah, that was a foul. They gave that to Lightfoot. It looked like it was on Hackett, but I think they gave it to Lightfoot. So Sabelka's going to go get a couple of free throws here.
So this is 2. Free throw on its way by Sabelka. It is no good off the back of the rim. Sabelka averaging 5.6 points a ball game. As, again, Winings along with Streeter, their leading scorers, and Todd as well, all double figures. Second free throw, it's long off the back of the rim, and a good job by Meany, outskying everybody and getting the rebound off the right side for the Bulldogs. And 2.5 left in the first half.
Sabelka's a 70% free throw shooter.
Right side, here's Keel. Stop and pop 3 from just off the top of the key. Missed it right side. Streeter gets the rebound. Warriors quickly push it offensively, leading 12-10. Back over left side, Sabelka. Sabelka right wing to Streeter. Streeter against the 1-3-1. Diagonal pass knocked away by Corlett. Tough pass there against that 1-3-1. And especially with the length of Meany and also Corlett playing the middle of that 1-3-1, Corlett got a hand in.
And that's twice that Streeter's tried that long pass, and it's gotten a hand tip.
Barton Franzen back into the game, and checking out is Teescatter. Meanwhile, left side and trying to drive to the basket is Kleppe, and Kleppe fouled on the drive in. So Kleppe's been very aggressive offensively here around the lane. Averages 2 points a ball game, but he's got a chance to double that here.
Well, it was a good find there by the Warriors to get into Kleppe, and I think Meany's going to block that ball. He had a beat on it, but he put the other hand on the back, and that's what got him the foul.
So this is again 2. Free throw is good. South Winn the early 13-10 lead. And second free throw being eyed. Whining still in the locker room for South Winn. Meanwhile, back at the free throw line is Kleppe, the junior. Second free throw, it's no good off the back of the rim. Long rebound, tracked down by Meany in the far right corner. So the Bulldogs down by 3, inside 2 minutes left in the quarter. And Hackett at the free throw line. Cut off. Back out on top to Lightfoot. He'll bring it back out on top. They'll look to get into their offense and looking to set a pick at the top of the key. Lightfoot left side, knocked away by Streeter. Lightfoot over to Corlett. Open just off the top of the key for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Todd gets the rebound off the left. Warriors back across the timeline offensively. And they'll work it with Streeter on top. And Streeter, right side, goes to Todd. Open on the right wing for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Keel gets the rebound, and this is a 1-on-3 fast break. And Keel goes left side to Hackett. He's open, deep left corner for 3. Circled around, no good. Had a great look, and the rebound by Todd as the Bulldogs turned away in transition. Todd across the timeline offensively. Still 13-10. Sabelka, left side at the elbow. Back over on top to Todd. Todd, again. Keel plays the top of that 1-3-1, left side to Streeter. Streeter drives in, pulls off from the elbow, left side, 15-footer, no good. Crashing for the rebound right side is Barton Franzen, along with, again, Hackett, and it is a jump ball as they both come down on the floor. It is a tie-up, and the ball goes back to the Bulldogs. Sabelka will check out. Carver Wenthold, a 5'9 junior, makes his first appearance here for the Warriors, and I see that Matson Winings is heading to the scores table for South Winn.
And he's got that forehead taped all the way around.
Hackett, top of the key for 3. Grazes the right side of the rim. It is no good. Todd lets it go out of bounds. He really just should have grabbed it there, but he let it go out of bounds, and here we'll bring Winings, who looks like he's wearing a John J. Rambo type on his head.
He does, but I think it's tape. It's black tape to stop the bleeding that was on his forehead there.
All right, so across the timeline is Todd. The good news is Winings back on the court. So Todd has it offensively. Right side to Wenthold. 35 seconds left here in the quarter. Deep left corner. Kleppe open left side for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Keel. Back in the offensive end, MFL MarMac. Right side Hackett. Hackett drives in, goes by everybody, lays it up and in. Split the 2 defenders. 13-12. Bulldogs back within 1. Todd across the timeline offensively. Right side works it there again with Wenthold. Wenthold The Warriors can certainly work for one. Right side, and that is again Barton Franzen with it. And he works it back over on the top with Wenhold. Wenhold, 6 seconds to go. Barton Franzen along the baseline. Pump fakes, drives in the layup. Blocked by Matthews, but fouled by Matthews. Nice little ball fake there by Barton Franzen. Got Meany in the air. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, he's going to get 2. Nice drive there by Barton Franzen. Challenged, but able to get the foul called here. He's going to go to the free throw line.
So Barton Franzen to the free throw line for 2 for the Warriors. And again, leading 13-12 in a fast-paced first quarter. Free throw, it is good. 14-12, South Winn the lead. Substitution as Todd will check out, and they will bring in Sabelka back in there for the Warriors. 2.8 seconds to go in our opening quarter. Second free throw being eyed now by Barton Franzen, the 6'5" senior. Second free throw on its way and popped in and out. It rolls off the back of the rim and the rebound by Keel. Keel brings it to half court. Half court heave on its way, but it's well short just on the other side of half court. It's off to the right, and the first quarter comes to an end. South Winn the early lead, 14-12 over MFL MarMac. Let's take this break.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank. We're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Conoco Floor Covering in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. We've played one quarter. South Winn the early lead at 14-12. What are our stats in the opening act?
For the Warriors, they were 4 of 11, 2 of 6 behind the arc, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. For the Bulldogs, they were 5 of 14, 0 of 6 behind the three-point line, and they did not shoot a free throw in that first quarter.
Sabelka, Todd out there. Also here's Winings, deep left corner for 3, got it! And Barton Franzen is the other starter, but it's 17-12. South Winn in the lead. For MFL MarMac, you have out there Corlett, Meany, also out there as well as Lightfoot and Keel. Keel and also Bacon out there starts the second quarter as a little floater by Keel just inside the free throw line, hit it from 8 feet away. They're back within 3. It is once again Tristan Bacon, a 5'10 sophomore, starts the second quarter. So offensively, back over is Streeter. Streeter, left side in the corner to Winings. Winings works it back there, and it is again within the right side with Todd. Todd, wraparound pass to Winings on the right block. Shot stripped out of there by Bacon. Bacon on the weak side, able to reach in, steal it away. And back in the offensive end very quickly is Keel. Keel left side to Lightfoot. 1 minute into our second quarter. Another boy scored a pass along. Central leads Turkey Valley 12-10 at the end of 1. Keel steps into a 3, right side, banks it well long, missed the rim as he banked it badly to the left. Streeter, the rebound. Streeter left side, Todd, deep left corner, open for 3, got it! Just slid down in that far corner. Warriors lead by 6.
And nobody got a hand out on him. The zone hadn't been set up yet, so Todd got a good look, knocks it down.
Lightfoot offensively, left side to Bacon. He's going to stop, pop, fire up a 3, got it from just off the top of the key. So it's 20-17 as Bacon hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, nice confidence out of the sophomore there. We saw him in the JV game, and he shot it well there, too.
And offensively, it is again in the lane, driving. Sabelka tried to go right side, got caught in the air, and tried to reverse it along the baseline to Todd, but an errant pass goes out of bounds at the wing area. Got kind of lost where he was at. And a turnover committed by South Winn.
You leave your feet against this Bulldog defense, they close down those passing lanes, and it's hard to find somebody.
Lightfoot again. South Winn, by the way, has played nothing but man-to-man so far. Right side, Bacon. Bacon thought about driving, cover, back out on top to Keel. Keel right side to Bacon. Bacon back out on top, deflected, and the loose ball picked up by Sabelka. South Winn turns him over. Sabelka drives in, and reaching in is Keel. Keel tried to go for the steal, but instead is called for the foul as he cut in across Sabelka, driving in. And I believe the foul is going to be on the floor.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that on the floor, but is this the second foul against Keel? It absolutely is.
So Keel will check out as Hackett comes into the ball game, and let's see how long that the Bulldogs try to weather this. Normally, Coach Detbarn doesn't bring in a guy when he's got those fouls. Meanwhile, in the offensive end, double pump shot by Barton Franzen that was too far underneath, but following up the shot was Winings, who read it well. 22-17, South Winn in the lead. Lightfoot left side to Hackett. Left wing area, Corlett with it, tried to go on top. Instead, Hackett went the other way. Todd, the loose basketball, drives in, misses the layup. It was challenged by Lightfoot. Sabelka got the rebound, missed the putback shot, and then Sabelka is fouled by Bacon as they went after the loose basketball. South Winn does maintain possession.
Well, and they're disguising their defense down here really well. South Winn, it almost looks like they're sitting in a 2-3 zone or a matchup zone, and they're coming to trap up on the wings, and they're jumping those passing lanes, and MFL MarMac getting sloppy with their passes.
Sabelka checks out. His first appearance in the ball game now is for Jordan Ike, a 5'9 freshman. Meanwhile, inbounds, they get it to Streeter, and Streeter will bring it back out on top. MFL MarMac, by the way, is out of the 1-3-1. They're man-to-man. And right side, driving in is Todd. Double pump layup, throws it up and in. Challenged Corlett, hung in the air, used his strength, and the Warriors lead by 7.
Yeah, that was just a strong move by Braden Todd. Finishes with a little teardrop finish.
Lightfoot in the corner to Bacon. Bacon deep right corner, stepped out of bounds along the baseline area. He's cut off on the baseline, and the ball goes back there. Oh, they're going to call a foul on South Winn, actually.
Foul, yeah. They're going to talk this over. The official above saw a foul from behind. The official down below only could see the out of bounds there.
All right, another score to pass along. Keyhigh and Postville are at the half, 40-29. Keyhigh leads Postville at the half. Eli Hansen, and here comes Keel with those 2 fouls back in, and again, he's a senior. So Coach Detbarn, normally when a guy gets 2 fouls, they sit on the bench for the rest of the half, but he's played a lot of ball.
Well, and they need him on the court right here. They need him offensively and defensively with this deficit of 7.
Lightfoot into Meany, baseline fadeaway from 10 feet away. Shot is no good. Hansen, by the way, also came back in for the Bulldogs as Bacon and Corlett checked out. Todd, nice pass to Barton, and that time he lays it up and in. That's Barton Franzen. It's 26-17, and here's a timeout taken by the Bulldogs, suddenly down by 9. 26-17, South Winn in the lead. Let's take this break.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
5:04 left in our opening half. South Winn leads by 9. What was our shooting in the third quarter, by the way?
First quarter was 4 of 11 for the Warriors. It was 5 of 14 for the Bulldogs.
All right, so lots of shot opportunities for both teams. Lightfoot, after the Bulldogs use a timeout, they have Hackett, drives to the basket, misses the layup, though. It was challenged late by Barton Franzen, and the ball goes off the front of the rim. Back in the offensive end, Ike to Streeter, left side to Winings. Winings, left corner, Sabelka, deep left corner for 3 off the back of the rim. And a nice job by Hackett, who got the rebound, and he was bumped from behind by Todd, and the foul called on South Winn as Hackett ends up on the floor.
Yeah, just a lot of bodies flying to the rim on these rebounds and making a little bit of contact, maybe out of control a little bit, but bodies are flying, and they're going to call that foul as Hackett goes to the floor pretty hard.
This is a big stretch of this ball game with South Winn up by 9 right now.
Yeah, this is huge, and MFL MarMac has to find an answer for it, try to get back into this a little bit because South Winn shooting with confidence, playing defense with confidence right now.
Lightfoot across the timeline offensively, drives to the basket, takes a little right-handed runner, blocked out of bounds by Barton Franzen, challenged off right side but denied, and again South Winn has good length with Winings there, Barton Franzen, and it goes off the right side of the basket for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Lightfoot able to get past Ink there, but not able to get past Barton Franzen.
Lightfoot on top to Hansen. Hansen, top of the key, and works it back to Keel. Keel's guarded by Todd, right side to Hansen. Hansen drives in, uses the left hand, falls short off the left side. He did get to the basket off the left side, but just did not finish. It was contested. And Ike back into the offensive end, Jordan Ike. Baseline, that is Barton Franzen, back over to Sabelka. Here's Winings, open, left side, fires up the 3. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good, and Todd runs into Hackett again. trying to get the rebound. And that is now the second foul on Todd. He's picked up a couple of fouls back-to-back very quickly here in our second quarter.
Trying to get those loose rebounds and but coming through the body instead of coming around to get to that. And that's his second one like that.
Third against South Winn in this quarter. MFL MarMac has committed 2. So here is Hackett in the offensive end. Right side to Keel. Keel, crossover dribble. Hands it to Hackett on the right wing. He brings it to the free throw line. Feeds it back to Lightfoot. Lightfoot loses it. Back over to Keel. He's open. Right side. Fires up the 3. Nestles through. Got it from just off the top of the key. 26-20. Bulldogs climb back within 6.
Yeah, they can get Parker Keel involved in this. They can get back into it pretty quick.
And here is Winings from the elbow. 15-footer shot is long. It is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Hackett. His third rebound. Last 3 trips down the court. Lightfoot to Meany. Left side. Hansen. Deep left corner for 3. It's off the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Todd, the rebound. Warriors quickly back in the offensive end. Ike, left side, high post area. Winings, free throw line, 15-footer, nails it. Nice jump shot there by Winings. 8-point lead for South Winn.
Yeah, shot with confidence there, about a free throw.
Pick and roll. They try to work it to Meany. He's overshot on the entry pass from Lightfoot at the top of the key, and the Bulldogs turn it over.
And we've got Carson Streeter's going to enter the game. Barton Franzen's going to go to the bench there, but he had a great quarter defending shots and attacking the basket.
8-point lead for South Winn. Had a 2-point lead at the end of 1. 3 minutes left in our half. And Sabelka at the elbow area, right side to Todd. Todd, baseline, Sabelka. In the lane to Streeter. Streeter pump fakes, wraps it around the corner. Jordan Ike open, left corner for 3. Got it! 31-20. South Winn has their biggest lead of the half.
Yeah, big shot by the freshman there, Jordan Ike, knocks it down from the corner.
And quickly, Hansen has the ball knocked away, but Hansen able to track it down near center court and then throws it into the backcourt. And it's a turnover by MFL MarMac. Hansen was kind of trapped at center court, tried to reverse it over to Hackett, but it's another turnover by MFL MarMac.
Well, and Hansen recovered there in the corner, but threw that one-handed and didn't have enough on it to bring it around. Gets that other hand on, maybe he gets that pass a little cleaner across the top of the key.
Couple of scores. North Fayette Valley leads West Central at the half, 45-10. Keyhigh leads Postville at the half, 40-29. Meanwhile, right side, Streeter in the offensive end, goes to Todd, cuts through right side, kisses it off the glass. Nice cut by Todd. 33-20 Warriors in the lead.
Yeah, this is their biggest lead, and it's coming on a nice little run once again.
Lightfoot back over to Hansen. Hansen throws it away. Looking for Meany in the left block, but just kind of rushed the throw. And the Bulldogs turn it over for what, the third trip in a row?
Third trip in a row that they had a turnover.
And another timeout taken by MFL MarMac. South Winn leads 33-20. Let's take this break. Hey sports fans, take a timeout and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency. 33-20, South Winn leads MFL MarMac, and we've known Coach Detmar for years, but he'll use the timeouts when he has to, but has no problem hanging on to them till the end of the ball game. But he's had to use 2 here in this first half, trying to stem the South Winn tide.
Yeah, not something he normally does, but 3 trips in a row and not getting a good look, and they're sitting at 7 turnovers to South Winn's 5 right now. So South Winn's defense really causing some problems.
Hansen, by the way, checked out as Corlett comes into the ball game. Again, the Bulldogs here man-to-man. Todd at the left elbow goes baseline to Barton Sabelka. He just checked in for Winings during that break. Middle of the lane, drives in, uses a little right-handed push shot. It is no good. Gets his own rebound, saves it left side. Ike open left side for 3. It's off the side of the rim. Left it short. Keel gets the rebound. Keel back over to Corlett. Corlett drives in, takes a little leaner, rolls off the back of the rim, and it is no good. But the rebound deflected into the hands of Meany. Lightfoot open left side for 3. Got it. Bulldogs hustle, keep the offensive possession alive. They're back within 10.
Yeah, big shot there and a good defensive stop last time down. Much better defense by the Bulldogs here in their man-to-man.
90 seconds left here in our half. Back out on top is Streeter. Streeter off the left side, crossover dribble, spins, middle of the lane, 8-foot jump shot. It's tough, but he banks it in. Streeter stays open here. The bank does for him on this Tuesday night. 35-23, South Winn in the lead. And left side, Corlett feeds it back to Keel. Keel takes a tough 15-footer just off the left side of the lane. Shot no good. Ike gets the rebound for the Warriors as we approach the 1-minute mark here in our first half. Ike, right side, has to bring it back out on top to Streeter. Shot clock's not been a problem tonight for either team.
Yeah, it's been amazing how South Winn has There's a step by Streeter.
And Streeter takes a travel. That time Barton Franzen went on top to Streeter, but he traveled going into the shot, and a turnover committed there by South Winn. Winings comes in, Streeter checks out. 56 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, it took those extra steps getting into his shot, but I've been impressed by South Winn knowing when to attack and when to run their offense.
Hackett back to Lightfoot in the offensive end. Lightfoot thought about the three, but quickly closed down to Hackett. Hackett drives, pulls up, little 8-foot runner, middle of the lane, crawls over the front of the rim. Nice stop and pop there by Hackett. And again, a 10-point lead for South Winn.
Hey, if you're the Bulldogs, you want to get this under double digits, but South Winn look to attack, continue to extend that lead.
Todd left side in the offensive end to Sabelka. Baseline to Winings. 30 seconds left in the half. Winings cut off there. Good defense by Hackett. They have to go back out on top to Barton Franzen. In the lane, Winings gets a step by Hackett. Takes a little tough shot, backing his way toward the middle of the lane. 8 feet away. May have gotten poked in the eye again, but hits the shot. 12-point lead for South Winn.
Yeah, a little push shot there out of Winings, and thought he had some contact, but at least he got the basket.
10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Keel drives between two defenders, and a foul as he drove between two defenders at the free throw line. 4.9 seconds to go in the half, and the Bulldogs will take it off the right side of the basket.
Yeah, they're going to say that foul was on the floor before he elevated for that shot, so they're going to have to take this out on the side. That's going to be the 4th foul on South Winn this quarter, so they don't want to put him on the foul line, but only 4.9 seconds left in our court.
Winings quickly out, and back into the ballgame is T-Sketter for South Winn, and off the right side of the basket, it will be Lightfoot taking it out of bounds here. 12-point lead for South Winn. Lightfoot inbounds to Meany. Meany clears out, drives in. The right-handed layup. It's up and in the closing seconds of the first half. But it is South Winn, a commanding half. They lead MFL MarMac 37-27 at the half. When we return, first half stats, coaching interviews from the girls' game coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Top Gun Customs knows you can fill the deer tag well out of season. If you've tagged that prize buck, pull up to the stoplight at Top Gun in Garnavillo. That's it. Bob and his technicians have been repairing vehicles for over 45 years. We write the estimates, take the photos, and deal with the insurance company for you to ensure your vehicle is repaired quickly and, most importantly, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun to schedule your repair today. 563-964-9899.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season. At the half, MFL MarMac boys trailing South Winn 37-29 earlier tonight. It was the South Winn girls dropping a decision to MFL MarMac 48-36. We're joined by their head coach and Mike Gehling. Coach, first off here, a much different ball game the second time you played MFL MarMac here. Gave yourselves a chance in this game.
Yeah. I'd say over the last 2 games we've really competed with Cresco and MFL, and I feel the way we've really we've went a lot younger. I have 2 freshmen playing it quite a bit, and they've really upped our game, and I was very happy with the way we fought tonight.
And obviously, you were down by 10 at the half and just couldn't quite get over that hump the second half.
Yeah, and MFL plays great defense, and they gave us we couldn't ever set up really in our offense, and but we adjusted. We set some ball screens, and we got back in the game, and we just kind of ran out of gas.
All right, let's talk about individually. Chloe Wilchin hit a couple of threes for you, led you with 12 points.
Yeah, she's a good spot-up three-point shooter. She struggled a little bit in the first half, only having 2 points, but she's really grown as a sophomore, and we really enjoyed having her.
All right, Carissa Wenhold, another senior there, scored 11 for you tonight.
Yeah, she's been doing that the last couple games. She's been getting 11 to 12 points. And that's what she's a good scorer for us.
All right, Vanessa Bullerman as well had 7 points. Speaking of freshmen,
yeah, she can do it all. She can handle the ball, she can shoot, and now she's actually playing really good D. So she's really improved as the season went on.
All right, what's coming up for you guys here as far as schedule wise?
Yeah, we got a tough road. We got Clayton Ridge on Friday, and then we got 3 games next week. So we got it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I understand that, especially
All right.
at this point of the season.
Yep.
Good luck to you guys. Hopefully catch up with you guys at some point.
Thanks for having me.
You betcha. South Winn basketball coach, once again, Michael Gehling, talking things over about his Warrior team. They drop a 48-36 decision tonight. Quick break. We'll be joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen when our halftime show continues after this.
Our laboratory continues to offer community wellness blood testing at a low upfront cost to help save you the cost of high health insurance deductibles. This is Katie Bruning, lab manager at Veterans Memorial Hospital. Choose from our menu of wellness tests to help you monitor your health, then share the results with your provider. No doctor's order is required. Call us for an appointment.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Welcome back to Monona. Halftime show continues. South Winn leads MFL MarMac by 10 at the half, 37-27. Earlier tonight, the MFL MarMac girls victorious, 48-36 against South Winn. And Coach had that 10-point lead and just he answered every time they made a bit of a run at you the second half.
Yeah, it was really tough sled for us. I mean, I give a lot of credit for them, but we made some good shots. They'd make a bucket, hit a three, and we'd come down and kind of answer, and had some girls step up and handle the basketball and hit some free throws down the stretch.
Casey Pika led you with 11 points, 8 of them coming in the final quarter.
Yeah, and, she's been pretty big most of this year, hitting shots when we need them, and she stepped up and like I said, made some free throws. Her and Emma Driscoll made some free throws down the stretch, and just a team effort. When Emmy fouled out in the fourth quarter, there, I mean, she's our main ball handler, so we had to have somebody step up, and they were pressuring us, and so we were able to take care of the basketball.
And really kind of did it team-wise. I mean, it was not just one girl bringing it up the court.
Yeah, and we had to, and that's we kind of got out of our rotation, press break, and so we had some other girls handling the basketball, and they were, did a good job of handling it. Ava did a good job a couple of times bringing it up, and just proud of our girls stepping up and taking care of business.
All right. Also offensively, Emma Driscoll with 10 points and Ava Kishman, good game with 10 points for you.
Yeah, and those two girls have been there all year. Ava, sometimes it doesn't always show in the stat book what she brings to our team, but Emma's one of our another ball handlers as well, and she's usually undersized who she's guarding, so she does it on both ends for us.
All right, now what's coming up schedule-wise for you guys?
We got walk-on Friday, so that'd be a big non-conference game for us, and we need to get one of those. We've been close all year with a couple times, and we'd like to get a non-conference win on Friday.
All right, we'll talk to you a week from tonight against Central. Good luck to you guys.
Yep, thank you.
MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen on his Bulldog team, victorious earlier tonight, 48-36. We'll take a break. When we return, first half stats, second half action. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors, where we've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Allen McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative has youth opportunities available. High school sophomores and juniors whose parents are ACEC members could win an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. Applications are due January 31st. Graduating high school seniors entering a course of study in the electric field are encouraged to apply for a cooperative scholarship. Go to acrec.com for more information on both opportunities. Allamakee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, member FDIC, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. And Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. At the half, South Winn leads MFL MarMac 37-27. Central leads Turkey Valley at the half 25-22. Key High leads Postville at the half 40-29. North Fayette Valley leads West Central 45-10 at the half. And Central City has defeated Edco tonight by a final score of 73-48. So we turn things over to Coach Aaron Hammond. Warriors lead by 10. Let's go through the first half totals, and let's start with South Winn.
Yeah, they're led by Matson Winings. He's got 11. Carson Streeter with 7. Braden Todd with 7. We've got Caden Barton Franzen with 3 points, Nolan Sabalka with 3 points, Kale Kleppe with 3 points, Jordan Ike with 3 points, so 37 points for the Warriors. They shot 48% in the first half, 5 of 12 behind the arc for 42, 9 of 17 from the field, otherwise 53% there, and 4 of 8 from the free throw line for 50%. And 6 turnovers in that first half, so they took care of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to the totals for MFL MarMac.
The Bulldogs are led by Parker Keel with 7 points, Brock Hackett with 6 points, Carter Lightfoot with 5 points, Landon Meany with 4 points. Tristan Bacon hit that big 3 coming off the bench. He's got 3 points. And Eli Hansen with 2, so 27 points for the Bulldogs. They shot 37% in the first half, 2 of 10 behind the arc, 8 of 17 for 47% otherwise. They didn't shoot a free throw in the first half, turned it over 7 times.
Well, and I think for MFL MarMac, Coach Detbarn is probably talking about defensively, we just haven't been good, giving up 37 points in the first half.
37 points, and second chance opportunities. A lot of times MFL MarMac will get that rebound, and that kind of fuels their offense. They haven't been able to do that. They've doubled out on Keel a couple of times, so taking him kind of out of the equation at times. South Winn had a good game plan tonight. They're executing well.
And South Winn leads by 10 here as we get ready to start the second half. Our next broadcast Friday nights will be in Postville, Central and Postville. The Chalk Talk begins at around 5:45. Girls game time at 6:15 with the boys game to follow here on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com or just go to the KCTN YouTube channel. Then a week from tonight, back here in Monona, Central and MFL MarMac, Chalk Talk same time and the same bat station and same YouTube channels.
Absolutely. So looks like we've got the starting 5 back out there for the Warriors, correct?
And actually, Wining's not starting the second half.
Yeah, Wining's not starting. It looks like Jordan Ike's going to start for them, the freshman who hit that 3.
Yeah, Wining's sitting on the bench to start this second half, but he does have the bandana off that was used there to kind of cover up a cut earlier. So it will be Sabelka, also out there as well, will be Todd. You mentioned Ike, Streeter, and also out there is Barton Franzen. Meanwhile, driving in the lane, Parker Keel starts the second half. Coasts down the middle of the lane, hits the floater, driving in. Bulldogs back within 8. Lightfoot, Meany, Hansen, Hackett, and Keel out there for MFL MarMac. Sabelka drives baseline, kicks it in the corner to Todd. Todd stops the dribble in the lane looking for Streeter. He's guarded by Hackett. Streeter trying to back down Hackett, and he goes left side, stopped, now quickly double-teamed, and has to go back to Todd. Todd drives in, shot blocked by Lightfoot, helping out defensively. Bulldogs with numbers. Lightfoot, nice deal there, over to Hackett, who misses the driving layup. Hansen got the rebound, gets it over to Keel. His layup, it is no good. Finally, Meany, he misses the putback. Point-blank range. Hackett, the 5th time a try. No! Missed it off the right side. And the Bulldogs shooting woes that trip down the court. Point-blank range.
0 for 4, all within a foot of the basket, not able to convert.
And it is South Winn back offensively a minute into our third quarter. Streeter has it on top, trying to back his way down, but cut off by Hackett, right side to Sabelka. Sabelka, right baseline, takes the shot there just off the right block. Nice stop and pop shot, kind of drifting back, hit it from 6 feet away. South Winn goes back up by 10.
Just able to hit that basket and going to pick them up defensively here in the half court.
Keel, right side, Lightfoot for 3. Grazes the front of the rim from the right wing. Hansen saves the rebound back to Lightfoot. He drives in. Nice dish over to Meany. But Meany stripped on the way up by Streeter. Warriors turn him over. Streeter back offensively. And top of the key, works it right side to Todd. Todd cutting through is Sabelka, actually Ike that is, and he hands it into the corner, and Sabelka brings it back out on top. Barton Franzen at the free throw line. Wants to drive one-on-one with Meany. Pump fake. Meany goes up in the air. The shot, it is no good. And a foul on Meany. So Barton Franzen got him in the air, and then you can easily draw contact.
Well, you saw a great move there by the senior on senior, actually, and gave him that little head fake, and Meany went up to try to block that. Good try to finish with Barton Franzen. And he was frustrated because he didn't finish it, but he's going to get a couple of free throws.
We have another score at the end of 3. It is Keyhigh leading Postville 56-40. Free throw, it is off the right side. It is no good. And Josiah Minikue gets his 1,000th point right before the end of the third quarter. Hit a three-pointer.
Oh, congratulations to Josiah Minikue up there at Postville.
Yep, so a good night there. And again, the only bad thing is that Keyhigh's winning right now 56-40.
Postville's behind.
Meanwhile, back at the free throw line is Barton Franzen. Missed the first free throw. Second free throw rolls off to the right. It is no good. And the Warriors come up empty as Wesley Corlett has checked into the game for the Bulldogs. So back across the timeline, Lightfoot to Keel. Open, top of the key. For three, got it! So the left-hander steps into it. 39-32. South Winn leads by 7.
If there's a guy you want to get hot here early in the third quarter, that's the guy to find.
We saw him in the third quarter on Friday night, put on a show with 15 points in that quarter. Todd, top of the key. Gets a step by Matthews, drives in on Corlett, rather, uses the left hand, and it's up and in. Todd able to use his speed, and they go back up by 9. Lightfoot quickly back into the offensive end. Both teams playing nothing but man-to-man right now. Lightfoot feeds Hansen. Hansen at the elbow, left side to Lightfoot. Lightfoot drives baseline, gives a little nudge, and an offensive foul. And he gave that little extended arm as Sabelka was guarding him. Lightfoot hit the baseline 12-footer, but is called for the offensive foul. Shot waved off the board.
Yeah, a nice little shot there, but just that extension of the arm, whether he pushed or not, that extension of the arm made it look like he cleared out. They're going to call that offensive.
So back to South Winn after the turnover by the Bulldogs. And MFL MarMac, by the way, has committed 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of this third quarter. The last foul was Lightfoot's second. So Todd in the offensive end for South Winn. Todd back out on top to Ike. Ike back over right side. Barton Franzen with it. In the lane to Streeter. Streeter bodied by Keel. Trying to back his way down, and he's going to now bring it middle of the lane. Pump fakes. Keel goes up in the air. Todd, actually, that time, Streeter goes right side in the ball. Blocked by Hansen, who helped out defensively. And as Keel brings it into the offensive end, take down for 2 points there for South Winn as he is knocked to the floor, denying the Bulldogs a transition opportunity. Good help defense by Eli Hansen.
Yeah, Hansen came over to block that, and that started the break, and Sabelka's going to give the foul against Keel as he got into the front court.
So backcourt to Keel, actually just inside the offensive end is where he'll work the basketball. And it is Keel again, left side. Keel drives in, hands it over to Hansen. Open, left side for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Shot is long. Rebound pulled down there by Streeter. Streeter, and a good job by MFL MarMac getting back defensively. Streeter to Todd, right side for 3. That shot long. Corlett tips the rebound to himself off the left side for the Bulldogs. Keel launches it ahead to Hackett, but knocked away by T-Scatter, who saves it out of bounds. However, it goes into the feet of Lightfoot. Lightfoot drives baseline in the corner. Hansen deep left corner for 3. Got it. Bulldogs needing that. Suddenly back within 6. 4:15 left in the third.
Yeah, big shot there by Hansen, sliding down into the corner instead of up on that wing where he's missed a couple, and knocks it down with confidence.
Offensively, Todd drives in on Hackett, stops the dribble at the left block, on top to Sabelka. Sabelka right side to, again, a three-pointer by Streeter. Shot is no good. Keel gets the rebound just inside the top of the key. So back offensively, it is Keel. Keel, top of the key to Lightfoot. Lightfoot drives in, little one-handed runner up and in, floating to the basket off the right side. And the Bulldogs back within 4 here in the third.
Yeah, quick off the dribble there, elevates and gets that shot off before anybody can block that. Awful quick.
And now South Winn wants a timeout. 3:36 left here in the third. 41-36. The Warriors lead trimmed to 4. Let's take this break.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Both teams, great shape timeout-wise here in the second half. They each have 3. South Winn uses the timeout as the lead was as much as 11 before, and it's now down to 4 points. So left side offensively, Eink drives in, has a lane to the basket, uses the left hand from the left side. Nice drive there by Eink, and it's now 43-37. And Whining still on the sideline for South Winn.
Yeah, Winings has not come in, and I don't know. He's working on the face there a little bit.
Keel drives in outside the lane. Double pump shot hanging in the air. Hits it from 8 feet away on the outside. Back within 4. You wonder, because he has taken a couple of shots there, a cut, and also to the eye, if there's problems with the eye, or hopefully not a concussion.
Yeah, hopefully not a concussion. Hopefully he's just having a tough time seeing.
Todd drives in. His shot pops in and out. Took it from 5 feet away off the left side of the rim, on the lane rather, and the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. So back offensively, Lightfoot to Hackett. Hackett drives in, takes a left-handed runner, circles around, got it to stay down. It's now 43-41.
And here's one of those runs we talked about. MFL MarMac always has them, and you got to find a way of stopping these runs.
Left side, Sabelka in the offensive end, guarded by Hackett. Sabelka drives in, double pump layup, blocked by Hansen, but there's a foul, and this is on Hackett, who was on the floor there guarding him. Hansen went up there for the help defense. Sabelka to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Whiting's sitting on the bench there, and it doesn't look like there's any time that he's going to come in right now. So you wonder what actually happened there. Hopefully it's not the worst that we were talking about.
Free throw by Sabelka, rattled around. It is good. 44-41. South Winn in the lead. Into the game is Carver Wenthold for South Winn. Jordan Eink checks out. Barton Franzen back into the ball game, and Kleppe, who was just in for a moment, Cale Kleppe, checks out. And the second free throw now being eyed by Sabelka, a senior, and our official wants to make sure everybody's got their shirts tucked in. Good job there. And here is the second free throw by Sabelka. With 2:31 to go in our third quarter, free throw by Sabelka, it's good. Makes them both. 45-41 is the score. South Winn in the lead.
So, and the Warriors continue to shoot 50% for the free throw line. It's been good enough with the Bulldogs not getting there yet.
Right foot, Lightfoot there, hands it to Hackett. Top of the key. Here's Keel, top of the key for 3. Got it just off the right side. 45-44. Bulldogs back within 1.
A big shot by Keel there. The Bulldogs want to get another stop here, a chance to take the lead.
Streeter left side to Todd. Todd, top of the key, right side. Works it on over there with, again, Wenthold. Wenthold back over on top to Streeter. Streeter gets a step on Hackett, but now leans in, uses the right hand, banks it too strong. It is no good. Lightfoot able to take away the rebound off the right side for the Bulldogs. Back offensively, it is Keel. Wide open underneath Corlett. It's up and in. And the Bulldogs now have a lead, 46-45, after trailing by 10 at the half.
Yeah, having a big third quarter. As you talked about the other night, they had a big third quarter. Doing it again.
And here is Wenthold. Wenthold left side in the offensive end to Sabelka. Sabelka to Barton Franzen, and they work it back out on top with Streeter. 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Todd, top of the key, brings it left side to Wenthold. Wenthold wants to drive in, gets a step by Corlett, and Corlett nudged him on the drive in. That'll be the 4th foul on MFL MarMac. That's a tough matchup for, once again, Corlett, because he's got the quick guard that he's trying to stop there in Wenthold.
Yeah, Corlett has the size advantage, but Wenthold just a little bit quicker, but they're going to call this on the ground. So South Winn's going to take it on the right side of their own hoop.
Right side inbounds. They get it to Barton Franzen. Franzen back over to Todd. We approach the 1 minute mark in our third quarter. Driving in Todd, left-handed layup. It's too strong, but there's a foul. I think this might be on Lightfoot on the drive in. Corlett challenged the shot off the left side, and the foul committed there, and it is actually going to be on, let's see, it is on actually Hansen.
That's going to be his third. That's going to send Todd to the free throw line. Either way, he was going to shoot 2 here.
And a chance to tie it up for South Winn, who led 37-27 at the half. They've scored all of 8 points this third quarter. Meany in, Hansen checks out with those 3 fouls. And the second free throw being eyed now here as Todd awaits the ball from our official. 5 team fouls on MFL MarMac. South Winn's only committed 1 here in this third quarter. So the free throw being eyed here by Todd, trying to tie it up. Free throw there. It is good. 46-46 now here. 1 of 2 made there from Todd. Substitution as checking out is Eink, and back into the ball game is number 24, and that will be T-Sketter for South Winn. So Lightfoot brings it across the timeline offensively. High post area, Meany. They run that cross, gets it to Keel. Jump shot from the free throw line, 15-footer, misses it. Meany comes over the back there of Wenholt, knocks him to the floor, and Meany called for the foul going over the back. Will go to the other end, and South Winn gets free throws.
Yeah, absolutely. That's 5. So Meany on that foul. We're going to walk the full length, shoot a couple of free throws. South Winn needs to take advantage here.
Third foul on Meany, so that's another concern for MFL MarMac. By the way, we said ourlier the takedown's worth 2 points there that occurred. It's actually 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points.
Yeah, we were reminded by one of those wrestling followers here in MFL MarMac.
Yeah, 3 for a takedown now instead of 2.
Free throw, it is good by Wenholt. 47-46, South Winn retakes the lead. Meany checks out with those 3 fouls, and they'll bring in Bacon, and that will be once again Tristan Bacon, a 5'10 sophomore. Meanwhile, Streeter checks out. This is just very short, I would think, as Jordan Ike comes back into the ballgame. Second free throw being eyed here by Wenholt. Second free throw is short off the front of the rim, and Corlett loses the basketball, but it was actually knocked away from behind as Barton Franzen tried to go up for the rebound behind him. Bulldogs get it back.
Yeah, Franzen not able to secure that, so Bulldogs are going to get the possession back here under a minute to play.
Across the timeline, Lightfoot has it. 50 seconds left in the third. Keel, top of the key, swings it left side to Bacon. Bacon cut off on the baseline. He feeds it back to Keel, who drives in, pulls up, 6 feet away, backs it up and in. Smooth move there by Parker Keel. 48-47, the Bulldogs answer. Back across the timeline is Todd. Todd left side to Wenholt. 30 seconds left here in the third, about a 5-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Todd, right side, drives baseline, spins, fading away, takes a tough 6-footer, and somehow goes in. Athletic move by Todd, hit the side of the rim, got the kind bounce.
That was a tough shot, but knocked it down by Todd.
Lightfoot, right side to Keel. 15 seconds left in the third. Bulldogs can work for one if they choose. As Hackett drives right side, gets to the basket, right-handed layup up and in. Strong move by Brock Hackett. 50-49, but the Warriors will have a shot opportunity. Todd brings it inside center court. It is well short. Barton Franzen got the rebound underneath, tried to flip it up, but there was no chance. Here we go to the fourth quarter, and this is what we expected. 50-49, MFL MarMac in the lead as we go to the fourth.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Innovative Egg Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. The Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Furniture Showcase in Oldwine. Lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. 50-49, MFL MarMac in the lead. They outscored South Winn 23-12 in that third quarter. Other boys scores. Central leads Turkey Valley 47-34 at the end of 3. Keyhigh leads Postville 56-40 at the end of 3. North Fayette Valley leads West Central 62-30 at the end of 3. And Central City has defeated Edco tonight 73-38. It is the Warriors basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Streeter, also out there, Barton Franzen. Todd, top of the key for 3, short off the right side of the rim. Sabelka out there along with Jordan Ike, and as Bacon got the rebound, stepped out of bounds off the right baseline area, so it actually stays down here with South Winn.
Yeah, they're going to stay down here and give South Winn another chance at this on the right side.
Hansen back in, Bacon checks out, so you've got Hansen, Corlett, also out there, Keel, Hackett, and Lightfoot as we start the fourth quarter. Todd inbounds to Streeter, cuts down to the right block, lays it up and in. Miscommunication by the Bulldogs. South Winn scores first here and now leads 51-50 here in the early part of the fourth quarter.
We're going to go back and forth this fourth quarter. Both teams going to throw haymakers, try to take this game.
Right side, it's Keel. Keel double pumped, hands it to Lightfoot, back over to Hackett. Hackett to Lightfoot. At the free throw line, feeds it back to Hansen. Left side, Lightfoot open, left wing for 3. Short off the side of the rim. And the rebound corrals to the right where it's picked up by Todd. So Streeter brings it back into the offensive end. He continues to be guarded by Hackett. Offensively, back over as Barton Franzen hands it back over left side, and the ball goes behind the hands of Streeter. Out of bounds into the scorer's table where Landon Meany picks it up, and he's ready to check in for Wesley Corlett.
Yeah, the shooting there in the third quarter for the Bulldogs, they were 10 of 17, 3 of 5 behind the arc. They still haven't shot a free throw. For the Warriors, they were 4 of 11, 4 of 8 from the line.
Hackett over to Keel. 7-minute mark of our fourth quarter. There's travel, and this is on Keel. Keel had a question there to the official, but apparently switched pivot feet.
Well, he was stepping into the shot, but that second foot was really late, so he'd already established it and then took that extra step, so that's where the turnover came in.
All right, we have a final score. North Fayette Valley has defeated West Central tonight 69-36, and now they follow this game closely here for the final 6:54. Left side offensively, Jordan Ike. Ike off a pick. On top to Barton Franzen. Right side to Todd. Todd pick and roll. Nice feed to Franzen. His shot blocked from behind, but there's a foul. As Hansen and Keel were in that area, but that was a nice pick and roll as Barton Franzen rolling to the basket off the right side.
Yeah, that was a good read of where he was going and a good feed by Todd. And Barton Franzen goes up strong. Kind of gets hit from both sides. You could have picked either one, but that's going to be Eli Hansen's 4th foul.
Another final quickly, and Keyhigh has defeated Postville tonight, 74-59. Barton Franzen's free throw, it is off the right. It is no good. The best he can do is put South Winn up by 2. Corlett into the game. Hansen checking out, and I believe that was his 4th foul.
That was his 4th, you bet.
And that's the first whistle here in the fourth quarter. So back to the free throw line is South Winn. And it is again Barton Franzen. Free throw on its way. It is good. 1 of 2. 52-50. South Winn in the lead. This ball game very reminiscent of the first matchup with MFL MarMac, which South Winn had the lead in the first half. That went overtime. Keel brings it left side, covered, bounces it to Meany. Nice feed. Meany's layup, no good, but he's fouled from behind. May have taken a rake across the eyes. As they worked it right side, he got hit in the head, actually. Jordan Ike, giving up a lot of size, tried to reach over top of Meany. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. And a nice pass by Parker Keel in the lane.
Yeah, good lead by Parker Keel, Landon Meany. These are the first 2 free throws for the Bulldogs in this game.
Second foul, by the way, on Jordan Ike. Free throw on its way by Meany, and it is good. And again, this is an MFL MarMac team. Not a bad free throw shooting team at all. 69%. Meany's at about 60% on the season. Keel is lights out at 30 of 34 in the year at 88%. He helps the percentage. Second free throw by Meany. It is good. Makes them both. We're knotted at 52 now. Backcourt area, Jordan Ike. Bulldogs pick him up half court once again. Both these teams have been man-to-man much of the night. Bulldogs played 1-3-1 but got out of it early. Todd, left side, Streeter. Streeter, step behind the arc for 3. Got it from the left wing. Guarded by Keel. Found a little spacing. 55-52. South Winn goes up.
Yeah, just kind of came off of that screen and curled out and able to knock down with confidence.
Light foot to Keel. Keel drives in, has a lane to the basket, uses the left hand, kisses it off the glass. He got a step on his defender. Keel attacks the rack. 55-54. Bulldogs back within 1. Todd offensively. And again, looking to go left side to Streeter. Streeter wants to drive, cut off by Hackett, trying to back his way in the lane, hands it over to Barton Franzen, who loses the basketball. He's forced to throw it over to Streeter in the lane. Streeter drives in, and let's see, it's an offensive foul. Hackett draws the charge, and Streeter lowered the shoulder, driving in off the left side.
Yeah, that was a good call there by the officials. Streeter kind of dipped a little bit as he went in, and Hackett stood his ground, took the charge.
So 55-54, the 3rd foul on Streeter. It is the 2nd on South Winn. MFL MarMac has only committed 1 here in this 4th quarter. So going to be very interesting to see how this plays out foul-wise down the stretch. Lightfoot goes off a double pick, top of the key, has a lane to the basket, drives in, left-handed layup, no good. Meany the rebound, put back up and in from the right side. Meany followed suit there as Lightfoot missed the leaner, and the Bulldogs retake the lead at 56-55.
Both these teams being very calculated, what they want to run, getting those sets that they want, mismatches inside.
Todd Sabelka now with it, middle of the lane, tries to get free, shot blocked from behind, but right into the hands of Jordan Ike. Corlett blocked the shot, but Ike, right place, right time, scores the layup. 5-minute mark in the 4th, 57-56. Corlett open, deep left side for 3. Shot no good. Rebound kicks to the left from the right side of the rim. Sabelka gets the rebound. So Streeter will now, for a rare time in this ball game, walk it into the offensive end.
Yeah, slow things down, get the set that they want here, look for an open man.
Streeter wants to go one-on-one, pulls up middle of the lane, 8-foot shot, short off the front of the rim. Rebound deflected into the hands of Sabelka. They maintain possession. Right side, Jordan Ike for 3. Shot no good. And Keel able to seal the rebound from the left. And the Bulldogs back here into the offensive end, down by 1. Keel off a pick, right side Lightfoot, absolutely wide open, right side for 3, popped in and out, no good. And a nice seal up by Streeter, getting the rebound off the right. South Winn back in the offensive end. Streeter lowers the head, drives in, but they're going to wave it off. He was fouled on the drive in by Hackett. Streeter tried to use his strength going to the basket. Foul on the floor. Second whistle against the Bulldogs here in the fourth.
Took that strong and, knew he was going to get some contact there, so trying to initiate that contact and then go up strong and finish.
So MFL MarMac, I think, surprised the foul was on them, but it's the third foul on Hackett. Inbounds, right side, Todd. Todd, covered by Corlett, drives, fakes to the left, goes to the right, up and in. Pretty move by Todd, a little ball fake, and a timeout by South Winn. They now lead 59-56, 4:12 to go in the fourth. Let's take this break.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better when you're under our roof because our agents can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader today.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
4:12 left in the fourth. South Winn leads 59-56. Been a back and forth fourth quarter. Warriors just scored a basket on a nifty move by Todd posting up.
Yeah, gave that ball fake to the one side, spun around, finished with the right hand on the right side. And he's had a couple of those tonight inside, a little undersized there, but able to go up strong and finish.
Again, the story of this second half for South Winn, playing without Matson Winings, their 6'4" junior who averages 18.2 points and 7.1 rebounds per game, is on the bench for South Winn dealing with an injury. Lightfoot brings it across the timeline, halfway point of our fourth quarter. Lightfoot back over on top to Keel. Keel wants to drive in the lane, feeds it over to Hackett. He's open, top of the key for three, got it! Brock Hackett with a three-pointer, knotted at 59.
Big shot by Hackett there, and Keel drew the double team, kicks it out to Hackett, knocks it down.
Tied across the timeline offensively. Left side to Jordan Ike. Ike drives along the baseline, gets a step by Hackett. Cut off on the baseline, though, by Hackett. Feeds it back out on top, and it is Streeter. Back in the corner, Jordan Ike, left corner for three. It's short. Hackett got the rebound off the left side as the ball hit the left side of the rim. Hackett back into the offensive end for MFL MarMac. Hackett back over to Hansen. Hansen, pick and roll, tried to go to Meany. It's deflected out of there by Franzen, and it's loose ball picked up by Streeter. He drives in and scores the right-handed layup. Barton Franzen knocked it out of there, and the Bulldogs' turnover leads to a fast break for South Winn.
Yeah, Barton Franzen with all that length and got his arm out there, able to tip that ball loose.
61-59, South Winn in the lead. Keel, pass throwing low. He has to go back to the top of the key to get it. Keel at the left elbow, feeds it back to Lightfoot. Lightfoot on the right wing with it now. Wants to drive. Kicks it left side. Hansen open. Deep left side for three. Got it from the left wing. Hansen had the turnover moments ago. Makes up for it with a three. And the Bulldogs go up 62-61. 2:45 left in the fourth.
We're back and forth, and both of these teams just going at it, attacking the rim.
Streeter across the timeline offensively. Brings it left side. Kicks it over to Jordan Ike in the corner, and he's run into by Keel. This is an incidental foul, but it's a foul nonetheless. As he thought Ike was going up for the shot, Keel ends up kind of stumbling into him, and that will be the third whistle on MFL MarMac.
Yeah, that's going to be the third whistle, third foul on Parker Keel, and like you said, he thought he was going up for the shot, tried to pull back, wasn't able to.
Again, MFL MarMac a game behind North Fayette Valley for first place in the conference. South Winn 2 games behind. So the Bulldogs trying to keep pace. South Winn trying to work their way back into the league. Todd goes off a pick, right side for three. Shot long, bounces up, hits the front of the rim, and goes through. Gets the hometown bounce on the road. 64-62, back to a 2-point lead. Hansen drives in the lane, floats it up with the right hand, up and in. Hansen back-to-back baskets for the Bulldogs. Knotted at 64 now. So we're approaching the 2-minute mark in our fourth quarter. Right side, Sabelka. Sabelka looking to go off a pick, guarded by Lightfoot. Drives at the right elbow, baseline to Barton Franzen. Franzen works it right side to Todd. Todd back to Franzen, intercepted there by Keel. And Keel double dribbled with the basketball and almost got away with it. He wanted to outlet it, but he double dribbled with the basketball because any outlet pass was covered.
Yeah, good recovery there by South Winn after the turnover. They were breaking out, picking up guys on the fly, and nobody to go to for Keel, so he had to put it on the ground again. That's a double dribble there.
So the turnover gives it back to South Winn, knotted at 64. In the backcourt, they go to Todd. So back and forth this entire fourth quarter has been. Todd, top of the key, left side, has a lane to the basket, uses his left hand, the shot up and in. Strong move, got a step by Hackett. 66-64, Warriors go back out on top. Hackett in the offensive end, correction, that's Lightfoot. And he'll bring it back out on top to set up the offense. 90 seconds left in the fourth. Pick and roll to Meany. Meany drives in, double pump layup, no good, but he's fouled on the drive in as he was challenged by Barton Franzen. And there may have been a dig down as well, but the foul is going to be on Barton Franzen. Digging down was Jordan Ike, but he's not called for the foul.
Yeah, the foul goes against Barton Franzen, but I think the dig there kind of influenced that. Unless he had a hand on him, he played pretty clean defense.
Meany has two. First free throw on its way. It is no good. Laid flat, rolled to the back of the rim, and rolls off the front. We mentioned Meany, about a 60% free throw shooter. The best he can do is put the Bulldogs back within one. Both teams, by the way, with 3 fouls with exactly 90 seconds left in the fourth. Meany's second free throw, rattled around, got it to stay down. 66-65, the Warriors lead is 1. Streeter walks it ahead into the offensive end. Streeter, and again, hands it back to Todd. Todd by the volleyball line to set up offense, right side Sabelka. Sabelka goes off a pick and looking for Barton Franzen to roll, but he was covered. Left side, Todd. Todd drives baseline, pulls up, little 6-foot leaner along the baseline, rolls around and stays down. Todd has been very aggressive getting to the basket. Just outside the lane, 68-65 South Winn in the lead. 1 minute left in the fourth, and here's a timeout by MFL MarMac. We enter the final minute. South Winn 68, MFL MarMac 65. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Bulldogs using the timeout, trailing 68-65, 101 left here in the fourth quarter. MFL MarMac was down by 10 at the half, outscored South Winn 23-12 in the third quarter, and there has been plenty of offense here in the fourth quarter. South Winn has outscored MFL MarMac 19-15 here in this final quarter.
It's been just a barrage of scoring and tough shots being knocked down in big moments by both teams. And MFL's going to have the ball here. MFL also has possession, just to note that.
And by the way, both teams now with 2 fouls, MFL MarMac and South Winn. So Hackett has to go to the backcourt and inbounds it to Lightfoot as we go inside a minute here in the fourth. Lightfoot back over to Hansen. Hansen on top to Keel, who's guarded by Todd. Right side, Lightfoot pops for three. It's short off the side of the rim, and the rebound off the hands of Sabelka, and it stays down here. Hansen kept it alive. Lightfoot with a nice set there on the right wing for 3. Just left it short.
Yeah, just left it a little short, and Hansen able to try to tip that ball out. Goes off a Warrior, so we're going to reset this on the left side.
49 seconds left in the fourth. Inbounds, Lightfoot has to go back out on top, gets it inbounds to Keel, who's guarded by Todd, who was fronting him. Keel goes off a pick right side, and again, now at the top of the key, pick and roll goes to Meany. Meany, right side to Hansen. Hansen over to Keel, top of the key, for 3, got it! Parker Keel with a 3-pointer, 35 seconds to go. We're knotted at 68.
And shot clock's off, so if the Warriors want to play for one, they certainly can here.
A great decision by Hansen to give it up, and now South Wing takes a timeout with 25.6 seconds left here in the fourth. And you see Streeter calm down. Let's take it easy here, fellas.
He wanted to calm down his teammates, but Coach Taylor there wanted to talk about this, so got it into the front court, took that timeout. They've got to talk about a couple things here.
Again, 3 fouls on both teams, so there's still a foul to give. South Winn has 1 timeout. MFL MarMac has 2. We're knotted at 68. And for South Winn, they've been so good with Todd this fourth quarter, getting in the lane, getting some baskets. I think you lean on Todd and Streeter, 2 of your leaders.
Well, yeah, you look at their scoring in this quarter alone. Braden Todd sitting at 9 points. Carson Streeter sitting at 7 points. So those 2 have 16 points between them, and both of those are getting in the lane and getting good shots.
Now, Coach Taylor taking the timeout here. and spending time talking to the official, and this may be about maybe not having a sub ready to go to the scores table right away.
No, what he called for a 30-second timeout, and the official came over and said, you only have fulls. And I don't know why he was talking about that. Take the full, get the conversation done with your players, and get this set up for what you want to do for this last opportunity.
So South Winn with 25.6 seconds to go. They went overtime in the last matchup. This one more offense tonight. And it will be South Winn taking it out of bounds with Todd. He's guarded by Keel. That's a great matchup there. Two of the better players in the Upper Iowa Conference. Todd takes it inbounds, goes to the backcourt, gets it inbounds to Jordan Ike. Ike is guarded by Hansen. Bulldogs stay man-to-man. Ike at the center court circle being hounded by Hansen. And Ike drives left side. We're down to 15 seconds to go. Right side to Todd. Todd drives in, double teamed. It's knocked out of there, but they get it to Streeter. Streeter shot no good, but reaching over top was Meany. And Meany called for the foul with 10 seconds to go. Streeter got the ball in the lane in a good post-up position.
And just use his strength to go up through that because there was a lot of contact, a lot of physicality in there, and luckily got the shot off. That could have been on the floor.
So Coach Detbarn questioning the official there, and Streeter to the free throw line for 2 with 10 seconds to go. Streeter, by the way, as far as a free throw shooter this year, and his free throw there is good. Streeter has been at the free throw line a number of times this season, 26 of 37, 76%. So pretty good free throw shooter, and makes the first to make it 69-68 with 10 seconds to go here in the fourth.
And you expect one of these coaches to take a timeout after this
Second free throw. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Rebound deflected into the hands of Lightfoot. Lightfoot's got a fast break. Drives in right side. No good, but he's fouled. Crashing to the floor. Fouled by Streeter with 5 seconds left. The long rebound came to Lightfoot, who hightailed it into the offensive end. Streeter challenged him, and he's called for the foul. Lightfoot to the free throw line for 2, with the Bulldogs down by 1.
And Carter Lightfoot has done that all night long. Elevate quickly, get that shot off, but a lot of contact there by Streeter to take him to the ground.
Lightfoot, 10 of 14 on the season from the free throw line. That free throw is good. We're knotted at 69 with 5 seconds left here in the fourth. If the free throw is made, I would reckon MFL MarMac would take a timeout.
Absolutely, they're going to take one.
Second free throw, it is good, and the Bulldogs lead 70-69, and South Winn takes the timeout before the ball is inbounded. We'll keep it right here. South Winn, you always figure about a second of dribble, right? But you want to get the ball with one of your guys going towards the offensive end.
Yeah, that's the key part here. That's the part that a lot of times people don't understand. If you're a defense, let them catch it going towards the backcourt because then their momentum has to turn around, get that dribble going. It takes time off the clock. But if you can get someone curling around and then heading towards the front court as they catch that, that makes this shot a little easier.
You got a feeling it's going to end up in the hands of Streeter or Todd. I mean, it has to for MFL MarMac. That's what or for South Winn, I should say. That's what they've been doing here, especially this fourth quarter. The other thing is, you may see them just try to get to the basket there because of the strength those guys have.
Yeah, if they can get to the basket and maybe draw some contact and shoot free throws, I think they would take that as well, but that's a long ways to go to try to get an easier shot and some contact.
For MFL MarMac, you've got to do what you can to not let Todd or Streeter get the inbounds.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm assuming what they'll probably try to do is send the guy towards the ball, and after the inbound, he's going to toss it right back to the inbounder.
They brought in Corlett, gives them a little more length, and MFL MarMac, it looks to me, will pick them up full court with 5 seconds to go. MFL MarMac leads 70-69 in a thrilling ball game today. Sabelka takes it out of bounds. Keel guarding Todd, Hackett guarding Streeter, and now MFL MarMac. They see the look from South Winn, and Coach Detbarn now uses his timeout. South Winn is out of timeouts. MFL MarMac still has one, but now let's see what South Winn. Do they change direction?
I don't know if South Winn's going to change anything. They were just kind of in areas, but you saw that they brought Corlett in. They had him on the ball, so they're going to use his length there. They had Meany back here in the front court to challenge anything that comes along, any one of those long passes to take away that. So look for South Winn to get it somewhere in the backcourt between half and the free throw line and then try to accelerate and get that open look.
So many lead changes in this fourth quarter. The biggest lead for either team was South Winn at 3. And we entered this quarter with MFL MarMac leading 50-49. So both teams have put up 20 points here in this fourth quarter. Again, for South Winn, I don't think it changes. You got to go to Todd there, and you've got to look at also Streeter as well.
Yeah, either one of those. Todd, probably a little better ball handler to get the ball up the court, but Streeter can handle it as well. Both of them know how to get to the rim and draw some contact.
They've played a tough second half without Mattson Winings, their leading scorer at 18 points a ball game and 7 rebounds out of this ball game due to an injury out of the second half anyway. And now, same formation. MFL MarMac has taken Corlett out of the ballgame. Inbounds to Matson, and they throws the ball ahead, and it's picked up by Lightfoot, who throws it up in the air, and the ball bounces away, and it is over. The Warriors turn it over. Inbounds to Barton Franzen. He tried to lead it up the far sideline, but overshot Streeter, and a heady play by the junior Lightfoot, who in midair throws it down into the offensive end, and the clock runs out. And for the second time, MFL MarMac has pulled out a thriller against South Winn. They keep their title hopes alive. MFL MarMac 70, South Winn 69. That's your final score. And they were looking for Streeter.
They were looking for Streeter, and they had that extra defender because nobody on the ball, and that's what forced that to be a tough pass.
So with the win, the Bulldogs 13-2, 10-1 in the conference. Meanwhile, for South Winn, they dropped to 10-3, 8-3 in the conference. A tough loss here once again for South Winn, as they lost in overtime last time by 1. They lose tonight by 1. 70-69 the final score. A break, coaching interviews, game stats coming up. The post-game show is on the way.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hopfler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
MFL MarMac pulls it out 70-69. We're joined by their head basketball coach, Eric Detbarn. Coach, first off, where do you begin describing that ball game?
You can't. It was a heck of a high school basketball game, and we were fortunate enough to make the last play to end the game and get a victory.
All right, let's talk about what you guys were looking to do defensively. South Winn with 5 seconds to go, set things up, and let's talk about what you guys were looking to do defensively after you took a timeout.
Well, we were trying to keep them in front of us. We wanted to make it a tough shot on them. I mean, we were trying to keep them in front of us and then force them into a contested shot, and fortunate enough, didn't even come to that. We got a steal, and we're able to run the clock out.
And a heady play by Carter Lightfoot after hitting 2 free throws to give you the lead. Able to throw that ball there to eat some time.
Yep, he threw it up and eat some time, and that way they weren't able to foul him and put him on the free throw line.
All right, Parker Keel, again, 17 points in the second half, 24 points. He got hot, helped you guys get back in the ball game.
He really did, yeah, and he hit some really key shots for us. And, I told the kids at halftime, I said shots weren't falling for us. I thought our effort was good. Our 1-3-1 wasn't as good tonight as I would like it to be, but I thought man-to-man wise we played pretty well tonight.
All right, we mentioned Parker Keel had 24 points, but this is the balance you talk about with your team. Brock Hackett with 13 points. Eli Hansen hit a couple of big shots for you, too, in the fourth quarter. He had 10.
Yep, huge shots, and that's what we've had. We've had a number of guys in double figures, and I told you the last ball game against Charles City, all 5 of my starters were in double figures, and what do we have? 3 of them tonight.
Yeah, and the 2 guys that didn't make it, Landon Meany and Carter Lightfoot, they both had 9.
Yeah, so that's about as close as you can get to double digits, I guess.
All right, you were down by 10 points at the half, and what was your message during the half?
Well, the message was, first of all, we're not out of it. Okay, we missed a couple layups, we missed some open shots where it could have been a 2-point ball game. I said we just need to get back, get some stops, and then get some shots to drop for us, and we were fortunate enough that they did.
Obviously, defensively, I think a much better second half.
Oh, yeah, I thought, much better second half. I thought we played pretty well man-to-man wise. We did a pretty good job of contesting everything that they shot. We gave them some easy ones there, a few times, but I thought for the most part our communication was good, and I thought the kids worked hard.
All right, so another challenge for you guys quickly on Friday night. Walk-on, right?
Yep, Friday night we were at Walk-on, and that'll be a tough one for us. I think they took it to Independence last night, I believe, and so they're definitely going to be tough. They're playing some younger kids. We played them early in the year, beat them early in the year, but they're playing a couple younger kids that make them a lot better team.
All right, we'll talk to you a week from tonight against Central. Good luck to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
You betcha. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You betcha. MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Dedbarn and his Bulldog team, they pull it out 70-69. Central and Turkey Valley are now going overtime, tied at 58. So Central and Turkey Valley, they have the other big game in the conference tonight, as it turns out. They're knotted at 58, going overtime. We'll take a break. We'll be joined by South Winn coach Derek Taylor when our post-game show for the boys game continues after this.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit Real Farmers, Real Food, RealMeat.com.
MFL MarMac wins a thriller 70-69. The Bulldogs improving once again this season now to 11-2. More importantly for them, actually 13-2, 10-1 in the conference. And for South Winn, they dropped to 10-3, 8-3 in the conference. They're now 3 games behind North Fayette Valley, and MFL MarMac stays just a game back of the Tiger Hawks. They were victorious over West Central tonight. We're joined by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start first off for MFL MarMac.
MFL MarMac led tonight by Parker Keel. He finishes with 24. We have 13 points out of Brock Hackett. Eli Hansen finishes with 10 points. Landon Meany with 9 points. Carter Lightfoot with 9 points. We had 2 points out of Wesley Corlett and 3 points out of Tristan Bacon. So 70 points tonight. They had overall shooting. They were 8 of 22 from three-point land tonight. 18 of 33 otherwise. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. All 6 of those free throws were in the fourth quarter.
And again, each one of them counted as they needed it, without a doubt. Rest of the totals now for South Winn.
For South Winn, they were led by Braden Todd. He had 21 points. Carson Streeter, 15 points. Mattson Winings, 11 points, all in the first half. We did not see him in the second half. We had 7 points for both Nolan Sabalka and Jordan Eink. We had 4 points for Caden Barton Franzen. We had 3 points for Cale Kleppe. And 1 point for Carver Wenthold. So 69 points total for the Warriors. They were 7 of 19 behind the three-point line, 19 of 34 otherwise. So good shooting night for them. And they finished 10 of 20 from the free throw line, and even 50% all night long.
And they're going to kind of rue missing those free throw opportunities, especially in a one-point ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. They had many chances every quarter. They had enough chances where 1 or 2 more, and that's a whole difference in how this ball game turns out.
And certainly a great high school atmosphere tonight. Glad we got these games in, huh?
Yeah, it was a cold day. Nobody had school, but man, we had a hot basketball game tonight.
MFL MarMac wins at 70-69, the final score. We'll take a break. Hoping to be joined by South Winn boys basketball coach Derek Taylor when our postgame show continues after this.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank, We're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Buchenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
Welcome back to Monona. I don't know if we're going to be able to talk with South Winn coach Derek Taylor. As a matter of fact, he had to go start the bus. When they say that we go start the bus, he actually had to go start the bus. So
well, a cold night like tonight, I don't want to keep him from doing that. So I don't know if he'll be back in or not, but he went out to start the bus.
All right, now let's go through our girls' final tonight. Again, MFL MarMac boys win 70-69, the final score of our boys' game. Our girls' final tonight, MFL MarMac wins 48-36. Other girls' finals, Turkey Valley beat Central 44-34. Keyhigh over Postville 60-24. North Fayette Valley beat West Central 43-31. And Maquoketa Valley victorious over Starmont. Final score there was 69-16. Let's get your thoughts on our girls' game tonight. South Winn continues to improve, and MFL MarMac still the team to beat in the league.
MFL MarMac held serve. I mean, that's what they needed to do, but it wasn't a very pretty finish. A lot of physicality. Emmy Wickner fouled out. I know that was a frustration for her, so you take a guard off of there for them, but they're able to hold on. It just felt like South Winn could never get over that. We got it within about 7-8 points, and they could never get it any closer. But MFL MarMac couldn't extend that lead. So a lot of things to still work on. I know we're getting closer to the postseason, but plenty of things to work on for both of those teams. But MFL MarMac definitely in the driver's seat for the girls right now.
A 10-point lead for MFL MarMac at the half, and again, as close as South Winn got was 8 in the second half, and MFL MarMac victorious once again. Our boys' final tonight, what a thriller. MFL MarMac beat South Winn 70-69. Other boys' finals, Keyhigh beat Postville 74-59. Josiah Minicue for Postville goes over 1,000 points for his career. North Fayette Valley defeated West Central tonight 69-36. Central City over Edco 73-48. And Turkey Valley and Central are in overtime right now, tied at 58 as that ball game continues. We're joined by Coach Hammond. Let's go through here once again your thoughts here on our boys game tonight.
What a great atmosphere. We knew they had a great thriller the first time around, and another great thriller tonight. So not able to overcome that. But they had the ball, a chance, but not able to get a shot up. What a smart play by Carter Lightfoot there. But the Bulldogs, they know they need to continue to win. If they want to give themselves a chance, North Fayette Valley is going to win, and they're going to be in the driver's seat. MFL MarMac has to hold serve and keep up with them, and tonight was a great test for them. South Winn's a dangerous team. They're going to get in the postseason. They're going to give somebody fits because they're physical. They hit shots. They defend. They're going to be a tough out.
Yeah, so again, they played the second half without Matson Winings, and we've just been told that South Winn's heading out of here, and they should.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's cold, and they want to get going home there. So we look forward to hopefully catching up with Coach Taylor later on this season. Meanwhile, we've got a couple of more finals. Maquoketa Valley beat Starmont tonight 54-42. Turkey Valley comes from 13 down in the fourth quarter to beat Central 66-61 in overtime. So we got all the finals through. And that will wrap up our coverage here tonight from Monona with the MFL MarMac girls and boys victorious. Friday nights, we'll head down the road, Highway 18 in 52. It'll be Central and Postville. Chalk Talk begins in around 5:45. Girls game time at 6:15 with the boys game to follow. That time is approximate. Depends whether or not we've got a quad. If it's a quad, could start any time between 6:15 and 7:30. So, again, MFL MarMac girls and boys victorious tonight. For Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks once again to Jackson Lamborn for running our camera tonight. Also, thanks for Ty Keenan for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to kctn.com and click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Are you wanting to eat better, feel better, get your weight or other numbers under control, and need someone to hold you accountable? This is Brandy Strube, registered dietitian with Veterans Memorial Hospital. I welcome consultations with patients of all ages and look forward to helping you meet your nutritional goals. Please call the hospital to set up an appointment or ask your doctor for a referral at your next visit.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.